in the Discord at the top of the chat. Yeah. All right, let's go, man. Let me get what to do, everybody. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Back to the content, man. People seem to want to use their little girl power to their advantage, man. And you already know, man. I got all day with this. I got all day with this. Trav, my guy in the building. What to do, bro? Let me get these live posts out real quick, and then we gonna run it up, man. Cause people like to play Incredible Hulk and then play victim. So. Hold on. Give me a second, bro. All right, just getting this post. Yo, Gloss in the building. Hey, Gloss, I was just about to send you the link, everything. Let me just do my post real quick. Let everybody know we live, we tapped in. Gloss in the building, man. Shout out Gloss. I'm gonna figure out a way to do the shout outs for like the mods to do y'all shout out commands, where you could type a command in the chat and the bot will shout out their name. I gotta figure out how to do it for YouTube, and then I'll get y'all tapped in on how to do that, man. You can shout other people out too as well. Only the mods will be able to do it type stuff. So, all right, boom. And my Instagram tripping right now. All right, there we go. Link. Boom. All right, boom. Got that. We gotta add that. Life. Boom. Yeah, man, we about to get to the content. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you are not subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I need everybody to like the damn video, man, if you haven't liked it yet. The live, should I say. Like it up. Remember, the likes, I guess, push you up in algorithm, so I didn't know about that. Make sure you guys like it, share it, subscribe if you haven't. All right, boom. I'm just making these posts real quick and we can get to it, man. But let's go. What to do, everybody, man. But yeah, man, this whole taking advantage of the system and how the world works. You know, we all know women, they have a certain power when it comes to certain situations, and it seems like Gigi is taking advantage of that, man. And it's sad because her community is so deceived. They don't know that this woman is literally doing certain things behind closed doors. You know what I mean? And then you know, as far as me being a human and who I am, I'm going to defend who I am and my reputation by all costs. I don't care who you are. Wu-Tang, what it do? I'm going to defend that. That's mandatory. I'm going to defend my name. I'm going to defend my family. I'm going to defend anything that's involved with me. So you can't go around playing victim and making people feel like you're a victim to something when you're the one that's behind closed doors starting shit and doing things to people. You know what I mean? But before we even get into the live that I woke up and heard about her live she did last night, and I'm gonna point out a lot of stuff in that live. We're gonna listen to the audio, man, of her live, and then we're gonna dissect that. But I want to put some things up on the screen for y'all real quick, and I want y'all to see it for yourself. And I'm gonna point a lot of stuff out for y'all real quick. So right now we are going to do reactions to Gigi's posts. She made a couple posts on YouTube today, and I want to read to you guys some of these posts and these comments. Hold on, let me get to them real quick. All right, it started off right here, I think. Which one is this comment from? This comment is from, hold on, let me go look. I thought I screenshotted that one, that whole post. Give me a second. You already know, man, I be doing shit with my phone, putting it in the chat type shit, so. But I want to just show y'all, man, what type of person this is, man. Is this the comments right here? All right, boom. All right, so let's put this on the screen first. We're going to start off with reacting to Gigi's posts, man, because like I said, she wants to play victim. She wants to do things that you guys don't know about, that her community don't know about, that a lot of people don't know about behind closed doors. And then for some reason, it always gets back to me. It says, good to be on the live hoodlum. Hey, thank you, Trevor. I appreciate you for being here. But it always gets back to me. And like I said, I'm going to respond every time. Is this what we doing, Gigi? Is this what this is coming to? I thought you had all these videos from that iCloud. What happened to the videos from the iCloud that you've been threatening to put out for I don't know how long? Or are you empty? Is your chamber empty? Because as far as from what I seen, Paul, what it do? You already know. Thank you for tuning in. Everything that you've shown your community over there, I've already seen that well beforehand. Remember, you sent it to me. You got people tagging me in the post, remember? Oh, what you don't know is he has a DV case that he has a warrant for right now. I already know about that. Gigi sent it to me. She sent me the paperwork. Everything that woman has shown over there is already on the internet or already has been sent to somebody or sent to me. There's nothing new that you're showing these people to say, oh, I got this that can hurt him or harm him. It's already on the internet. And we're going to get to that as well, because those so-called, I got the receipts from last night. All the stuff she was showing over there was from the TV show, The Baddie and the Beast. All that stuff's already on the internet. All that stuff has already been exposed. So what are you doing over there? Gigi already ran out of material. Right. So what she's doing right now, Wu-Tang, is, remember, before yesterday, right? I had not went live for like a whole week. I had not really put no content out for a whole week. She was over there dry. There's nothing, she has nothing. So what does she do? She finds a way to poke at me, because the moment she pokes at me, she knows I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond every time. I don't give a fuck. So now she has content. What does she do? She goes live right after I go live. Here's her content. Oh my God, I'm getting harassed and all of this crap. But you keep doing shit to me behind closed doors. Like I said, all this whole situation with Gigi having an issue with me started from her texting my phone. It all started with her deciding to text my phone and start talking shit to me, telling me it's up and she got something for me and my wife. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad you were living inside of the house with them. I think you were too invested with them. And I do believe you're in love with Luce. Really, Rogers, you're crazy. This has nothing to do with Luce. We're not talking about Luce right now. We're talking about a woman that does shit behind closed doors. And then when I defend myself, she plays victim, and I can see you're gullible to her bullshit. You're one of the ones that's a sucker. I call them sucker for love ass niggas. You over there, I feel so sorry for you. This happened to you, and man, Gigi this. I mean, y'all some suckers over there. Like, if y'all don't clearly see, you know, what's going on over there, demo, what it do? What's really going on over there? That's crazy. Like, I can put my fucking 12-year-old daughter over here right now and let her watch one live from Gigi, and the first thing that'll come out my daughter's mouth is she's crazy. It don't take a rocket scientist. So if you over there defending that shit, it's either you are like her because you relate to her, or you just a sucker for love. You see a woman on the screen that's scorned, and yo, let me trick off on her. Let me drop her a super chat. Let me get her attention. Let me defend her. Typical ass, average ass nigga behavior, bro. There is no way in hell any real thoroughbred dude, man, that at heart will ever want to look at that situation and think, oh, I can make her a wife one day. That is not wife material. There is no way. Gigi was in DV relationship and she has proved this. So, okay, so like I said, she's proved it with paperwork. But remember, that phone call the day before yesterday, Rogers, I got from her family member, they told me a whole different story. They told me the black eye, Luce Cannon didn't do that because they went to her house, their house that night that happened. Not that it happened 2 days after it happened. Gigi had a seizure. If you guys don't know, they exposed that to me, that Gigi has seizures. She fell out when she had a seizure and she hit her eye. Luce Cannon and Gigi got into it 2 days later. Luce Cannon had to call the homie mama to go to their house in Corona because she was tripping out. She calls the police and says Cannon blacked her eye. This is what happens all the time. I've seen this happen firsthand. We see movies about it. Do you think a scorned woman is a myth, a make-believe character? We've seen several movies with women who are like that, who do this type of stuff. Okay? We see it all the time. This is not no fictional character. Women like Gigi are all over the fucking place. And then there's people like you that are gullible to that shit because she shows you a report. Of course, she has a black eye. The cops come, oh, he hit me. Guess what they gonna do? They gonna take his motherfucking ass to jail. No matter what he say. They just gonna look at oh, she got hit in the eye. But they don't know she fell out and hit her fucking eye. That's how the law work. My wife could crack her motherfucking self over the head with a bottle right now, call the cops and say he hit me with that bottle. They ain't finna say nothing else. They finna, you going to jail. You out of here. She said you did it. That's how that shit worked. But if you want to be boo-boo the fool to believe the shit she got going on over there, so be it. But what I'm saying is don't come at me as if I'm poking this bitch or coming at her. She keep fucking with me. It all started with her fucking with me. Do y'all not realize that? Go back to March when she first ever communicated with me. She hit me up. I will show y'all the whole conversation between me and her through text message before the last time she had text me again talking shit to me. I was on some respect shit with her. I was talking to her like I was a family member or a brother and a brother to Luce. Mind you, 2 months later, I get a text message from her. Oh, what's up with you? Oh, you over there defending them, rolling with them, talking shit about my baby. It's up with you. I got something for y'all. And then boom, that's when y'all hear me call in. She set the motherfucking voice thing on her phone to even say my name when I call while she live. Like that shit is a play, bro. Like, come on, man. Y'all don't even see what's going on. Y'all just over there seeing a girl on the screen and, oh, I feel sorry for her. She's taking advantage of that women power over there. That scorned woman shit. She's a scorned ass female, bro, with mental issues. And I'm going to point that out because everything she's saying in her post is what she's doing to other people and what she's battling. So here it is. I'm going to put it in the chat. Let me read it to y'all. This shit's crazy, right? I was just reading this shit like, how are you describing yourself this whole time in this post? Like that literally shows you right there that something's just not fucking right. Just totally off. Hold on. Where's it at? Let me put it in this chat real quick. Which one is it? All right, let's start off with the post. Let's react to her post before we get to her live and react to that. All right, so boom, right? Right here, right? Oh, no, that's not the one. Hold on, I put the wrong one in here. Damn, which one is it? Shit, I thought I screenshotted it. Oh, let me go get it real quick. All right, hold on. Maybe I didn't screenshot it. I'm gonna have to it's so long, I'm gonna have to screenshot it twice. All right, so we're gonna dissect these posts real quick, and I'm gonna just point out how he plays victim, and then y'all over there gullible for that bullshit, bro. That shit is crazy. I'm over here like, what the fuck? Like, y'all really be falling for that sob ass bullshit she got going on over there? It says she been exposing Luce lies while y'all niggas was riding behind everything Luce said. Bro, how many times have I said in my chat, bro, that Luce is a liar? Duh. What does Luce lying got to do with me being a friend to Luce? I don't give a fuck who he lied to. If it was up to me, shit, lie to all them bitches. I don't give a fuck. What he do with his personal life has nothing to do with me. If he choose to be a liar, so fucking be it, bro. But I'm going to tell you like this. Gigi is a bigger liar. Yeah. Better pay attention. All right, so boom, let me put this in the chat real quick. Super obsessed. And I'm going to show y'all with just her post how obsessed she is. All right, boom. So let's read this real quick, right? All right. Let me put the other half in here too so that I could be ready to go. All right, right here, right? This is her post. She posts on YouTube, right? I will not allow Luce Cannon or Charisse Mill to continue to abuse, bully, lie, manipulate, or harass me anymore. So let's stop right there, right? Ben said he's a liar. Why would I call him a truth teller? He's a liar. Duh. 510. You must not be paying attention. Yes, Luce is the biggest liar in the world. He lied about everything he said on the internet. Pay attention. I will not allow Luce Cannon or Charisse Mill to continue to abuse, bully, lie, manipulate, or harass me anymore. Now, when is the last time y'all heard Luce Cannon or Charisse Mill put any content out on Gigi? Can anybody answer that in the chat? When the last time you heard this shit? When the last time you even seen them make a video, any audio, any lives, anything? Look at these captions. Do you even see Gigi in this shit? Right? So explain that part to me, Gigi. Luce Cannon and Charisse to continue to abuse, bully, lie, and manipulate and harass me. Wait a minute. If I recall, isn't that what she's doing to Luce Cannon and Charisse as we speak? Hold on. Wake the fuck up. Because y'all ain't seen Charisse Mills or Luce Cannon put out their audio, their video, nothing on this woman right here. Go show me, Roger. Go get it. We'll put it up on the screen. I bet you can't go get it. Remember, all this is over. Well, they're talking shit about my child because they got on a podcast and said that's not his baby. He has a right to say that. If he ain't got no DNA test, he has the absolute right to say that's not his child. And Gigi, you being the ex-girlfriend or the ex-wife, and Charisse is the new wife, she has all the right to say it ain't his kid either until a DNA test come. We need to know. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's get real. So, boom, we dissected that part. I want y'all to go get that video or audio where Charisse and Luce Cannon continues to keep bullying and harassing and manipulating her. All bullshit. Okay? Boom. Whether directly or indirectly, whether it's private or public, my children, mother, and family are being lied on, slandered, and I have had enough. All right. So let's dissect that right there, right? My children, right? I have not said nothing about legacy. What has somebody said? Well, please, like I said, I will pull it up on the motherfucking screen. We will play the audio. Please, somebody send me the audio or anything where somebody is disrespecting this girl's child besides saying that's not my child, which a human being has the absolute right to do. I bet you nobody from her raggedy ass community could do that. Now, I keep telling you, the offer of that $1K, that $1,000 I put on the table is still out there for anybody that can pull the audio from that live when she was on the phone with me and you heard me threaten her. You see, still nobody ain't did it. How long has it been? Like 3 weeks? Damn. 3 weeks and $1K been sitting on the table and ain't nobody gonna go get that? You see what I'm saying? It says, you said it's cool. What I'm saying, 510, is you don't, if he is not sure that's his daughter, he has the absolute right to say that's not his child. What you don't know, 510, is when somebody is with somebody, you know, when Luce was fucking around, guess who also was fucking around? Gigi. See, you don't know that. She has y'all believing she was this faithful ass bitch and she wasn't. Y'all think because a person has IVF that they can't cheat and get pregnant by another nigga during IVF. You might want to go do your research. My wife is a genius. She in the chat and she'll tell you. She'll tell you. I mean, why would a DNA test be required? Who is that? Alex Alonso or Munchie B? A DNA test will be required because the courts, when it comes to child support and shit like that, they don't give a fuck about no IVF. There's two reasons they're going to put you on child support. DNA test or self-admission. They want to know if you the father through DNA test or you say that is my child. IVF does not prove anything. It doesn't. So when you go for child support, however you go through it, there's two different ways, through the welfare office or through the courts, whatever the case may be. They need proof that you're the father either through self-admission or through a DNA test. The IVF shit goes out the window and y'all don't understand that. Y'all think because she telling y'all, oh, we got IVF, that's his child. She was fucking around. Luce already had exposed that. They both was fucking around on each other. So at that point, he's supposed to claim a child that he doesn't know is his? Like, that's crazy. Like, let's go. Like, come on, man. Y'all not even being realistic in the chat. Like I said, the courts want to see a DNA test. They don't care about no IVF, bro. Nobody is forced to claim a child that he does not know is his. Okay, a DNA test will prove it's his, and you might see a different Luce when it comes to the child. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I've spoke to him about the baby. What he did, what he's doing is what I used to do. Okay, you want to keep fucking with me? That ain't my baby. He's doing typical nigga shit. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I understand that, Street, right? Street TV. I understand that. But what I'm saying is the courts want to see different. Just because you do IVF does not mean you can't get pregnant in that process. Go research it. If you're fucking around and another nigga is shooting in you, you can possibly get pregnant by him during your little IVF bullshit. Go look it up. Research it. I'm just not, come on, man. I'm just being honest. But like I said, at the end of the day, the IVF don't mean nothing when it comes to the court system. Why is nobody saying, hey, why aren't you going to get this DNA test, Gigi? If you want to prove to the world that this man is the father of your child so bad, why haven't you went to go get that DNA test? You know what her excuse was? I don't really need the child support. He's the one that should be trying to get a DNA test. He's the one not claiming the child. That's typically not how it works. Why the fuck, if I'm not claiming the child, why the fuck would I want to even prove that's my child? It ain't like he's saying that is my child, Gigi, and Gigi saying that ain't my child. That's when he comes and say, hey, I need a DNA test. So why are you guys not paying attention? Why did she have an excuse for that? She desperately, y'all in here defending that, the baby and all of that. So why ain't nobody advocating for the DNA test? Maybe that's what y'all should be telling her in the chat, is to get the DNA test, put the man on child support. Do you guys not understand that Luce is in the #1 spot for men to get hit with a DNA test because you can't do shit about it? When you're locked up, they got you. They're going to get you that. They're going to get that DNA test from you. There's no way some other man. So what I'm saying is, Street TV, just because she told y'all that she can't get pregnant by traditional means, that's what it is. Just because that was said, that's what we rolling with. We rolling off somebody that already been proven to be a liar. Right. Did she have IVF with her first baby? Uh-oh. What happened with her first baby? See, y'all don't pay attention. Like, y'all not being realistic in my chat. She didn't have IVF with her first daughter. So why she need IVF the second time? Meaning she can have a baby natural. It's not going to work over here. I'm a realistic ass nigga at the end of the day. I'm going to call it how I see it. And that's just what it is. We're not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to just get a benefit of the doubt. I've already said it multiple times. There's truth in Gigi's story and there's lies. There's truth in Luce Cannon's story and there's lies. They both lied to each other. They both cheated on each other. They both did each other dirty. But what I'm saying, just because she's the woman and you don't like Luce Cannon, don't make her innocent. The same thing she doing to me. She keep fucking poking at me behind closed doors that y'all don't know about. And then when I respond like I'm responding because I'm going to defend my name, she gets on the internet. He's bullying, harassing me. Bitch, you're a liar. Like, come on, man. I mean, if Street TV, if that's what you want to say, look, all I know is if she got pregnant the first time naturally, she still can get pregnant. I don't know what happened in the meantime, but like I said, at the end of the day, if it's his child, I've already talked to the man. The man has literally spoke about legacy. He more than likely, he knows that's his child. But like I said, what have I told my story before? Because I was going at it with my baby mama. I would, like, she was doing shit to spite him. I would do shit to spite my baby mama. What Luce Cannon did was typical. I told y'all before, there was times like I'm tripping with my baby mama and I know what triggered her to piss her off to not claim the baby. I had the DNA test in my motherfucking hand. You're 99.9% the father, Maurice Hood. I'm on the phone with the bitch like, it ain't my baby. What she do? Flip the fuck out. Like, that's what it is. Y'all not understanding. This shit is normal. Like, Gigi's story is nothing new to nobody. This shit happens every day where I come from. I used to literally sit there and literally throw that in my baby mama's face every time we got into it just to piss her off, knowing that was my motherfucking child. So it's a tool. It's a mechanism to get to you. You're doing shit to fuck with me mentally. I'm going to do shit to fuck with you. That man know that's his child. 100% guarantee he know that's his child. But he going to use that to his advantage until that DNA test come. Yep, I'm going to not claim it to piss you off because look what you doing. I've done it. I've been there, done it with this shit. That type of behavior should never be normalized. And 9 kids and being a deadbeat should never be typical. That's unacceptable behavior. No, it's not unacceptable. Like I said, you got to understand this, right? And I've spoke on this before. A lot of men that are looked at as deadbeats don't even really be deadbeats. They just don't want to deal with the bullshit that comes with the baby mama. I was one of those niggas. I had a baby mama who was obsessed with me. And I refused to go around her because every time I would go around, it was always some fucking bullshit every time I went around her. Whenever my kid was born and I decided to say, you know what, let me try it. Let me see if I can go around this woman and don't have any issues where I don't want nothing to do with the situation. I've told this story before. I go over to see my child. I see my child for a good 3-4 hours. When I get ready to leave this woman's house, she asked to sleep with me, and I told her no. You want to know what she did to me when I was walking out the door? She came from behind me and stabbed me in my fucking back with a butcher knife. That type of shit right there will make a man mentally say, fuck this. I don't want nothing to do with this situation. I'm in the courtroom telling the judge, please give me child support. I don't want nothing to do with that situation because me having to deal with my child, I'm going to have to deal with that bitch. That's what it does to men, and y'all don't understand that. Y'all not holding these women accountable. Y'all only hold men accountable when we don't want to deal with the shit that comes with people like Gigi. If anybody over there has been dealing with this girl and seeing what she's doing, y'all don't clearly see something is wrong with her. Y'all think this is normal behavior? No, unacceptable behavior is on both ends. If we saying Luce is has unacceptable behavior, it's on her end as well. She's doing shit she's not supposed to do. Luce is doing shit he's not supposed to do. So we need to hold both of them accountable. Not just, oh, Luce is the bad guy and Gigi's perfect. No, look at the shit she keep continuing to do, bro. Like, come on, man. But anyways, let's go to it. Right? I have protected Luce far too long. Another contradiction. When the fuck has she protected him? The girl been telling on him since the no jumper shit. Okay? Just listen to this shit. Are y'all not paying attention to what she's saying? I have protected Luce far too long. When the fuck has she been protecting him? This shit is wild. Look at the posts. Everything she said so far is the opposite. It's what she's doing to people. She's the one harassing people. Remember, whether it's private and public, my children, mother, and my family are being lied and slandered. That's a bullshit. That's a lie. Because you have people provoking me in posts, tagging me in posts, talking shit about me, talking shit about my baby mama. And then when I get on the post and said, hey, don't make me have a chit chat with your mom, I'm slandering your mom? Because that's all I said. Was I'm gonna have a chit chat with your mom because you over here coming for me. Once again, I'm minding my fucking business and she has her people coming at me. And then when I get on the post and say, hey, I'm gonna chit chat with Alicia, you go back and say I threatened her by saying I'm gonna have a chit chat with her. Just because I'm telling you I'm going to have a talk with your mom doesn't mean I'm threatening her. And let's not get on children. Remember, this is the woman that reached out, that had her people reach out to my baby mama, 4 different people. One of them offered my baby mama some money to come on Gigi's platform to lie on me. And then when my baby mama turned it down, somebody in that group pointed them in the direction of my motherfucking child and was DMing my child, threatening him. And we talking about children? This is the shit she's doing to me. And then when I get on my platform to defend myself is he's harassing me. What the fuck? That shit is crazy. And that's not how this shit go, bro. That's not how I go. But anyways, I have protected Luce far too long. Bullshit. You have never protected him. Because I felt sorry that he has mental issues and seems like he needs mental help. Who's the one that seems like they have mental issues and need mental help? Exactly. All this is her. She's taking who she is and putting it on Luce. Narcissist behavior. It's psychopathic behavior. You're deflecting. You're all like, come on, bruh. Right? Clearly around him and want him, and what'd she say? Need mental help and clearly has people around him who wants him in prison. The only person that wants him in prison right now, Gigi, is you. Another contradiction. I don't want Luce in prison. Charisse don't want him in prison. None of the homies from IBM want him in prison. The only person that wants him in prison is, in this situation, is you, Gigi. Once again, read the fucking post. Everything she's saying is her. Being that I am the victim in his current DV felony case that he currently has a warrant for, the indirect harassment against the judge's court order is against the judge's court order and is being documented. Now, what she's trying to say in that is, explained it before, her whatever restraining order, whatever stipulation they got is, hey, nobody that's affiliated with Luce Cannon, his family, his friends, can harm you or harass you. But Gigi, do you not understand that you violated that restraining order when you decided to reach out to me and provoke me? I never went out of my ways to just randomly communicate with this woman. She decided to hit me up and then start talking shit to me. So pay attention. She violated the restraining order, not Luce. I have all rights to defend myself when somebody's harassing me. Remember, back in March, I've never spoke to Gigi a day in my life. Guess who I checked my DM? Guess who's in my DM talking shit? Gigi. I decided to speak to her and let her know, like, look, I'm not on that. I'm all for, if this is Cannon's child, I'll talk to him. He need to do what he have to do. That's the type of nigga I am. You know what I mean? This my nigga. I'm going to speak some real shit to him. Fix this situation. If this your child, get it done. He just wants a DNA test. Get the DNA test. I had a good talk with her, and I was keeping it real with her the whole time. The lies by Tremaine told on the internet cannot compare to anything Gigi has said. Nobody, of course, we know. I've already said that. He's a liar. Luce is a liar. He lied about everything. Gigi's a liar too, though. So let's not take that. They're both liars. Y'all, when people come in here and say, well, Luce is a liar, yes, he is. You're defending a liar. Him lying don't have nothing to do with me and his relationship. If he want to lie to 20 bitches at once, he can do that. He not questioning me about who I'm. Oh, you lied to the random bitch at the store, so I don't want to be your friend no more. That ain't got. Oh, you lied about your shit on the internet, hoodlum, so I can't fuck with that. Has nothing to do with me at all. If he chooses to lie to y'all, so be it. Y'all act like all these content creators y'all see on YouTube ain't lying to y'all either. Come on, man. All that shit be fabricated, and 90% of these niggas be selling wolf tickets on the internet because it's content. 90% of this shit be plays. I've already said it before, because they know the gullibleness in y'all gonna click on it, give them a view, hit those ads, send them money, all of that shit over some bullshit. We know ain't nobody doing nothing they say they doing. Like, come on, man, let's get real. All right, so boom. Need mental health clearly has people around him that want him in prison. Gigi, you're the only one that wants him in prison. It says, so what % of your presentation is lies? What do you mean? You talking about of Gigi? I'm going through some of the lies right now. The lady has lied on me 4 times in the last 3 weeks. Just me alone, let alone Luce. She told y'all that Luce blacked her eye. Her family told me Luce didn't black her eye. She had a seizure. She fell out, hit her eye, and blacked her eye. 2 days later, they got in an argument. She called the police and blamed Luce for it. Dead homies, her family called me and told me that. She's a liar. Like, come on now. No, what I'm saying is point out where, if go through any of my content, I don't know if that's Alex or Munchie B. I don't know who's on that account right now. Go through any of my content and point out my lie. Because just because they lie don't mean I have to lie. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no reason to lie. When I start running plays past y'all, I'll let y'all know it's a play. Hey, look, this is a play, run the numbers up. That's the type of nigga I am. I'll keep it real with you. I'm solid through and through. I have no reason to sit up here and bullshit with y'all. Just like the shit with the whole motherfucking Lil Durk situation. You see how that was spent through bigger platforms as a setup. When I'm the nigga that was on the phone and had the shit set up with Cannon and Charisse 7 days before Academics wasn't even involved. I just showed the receipts for that on the screen yesterday. It wasn't, Academics was not a part of that until the day of Sunday service. It was just supposed to be Tia Crips and Lil Durk. 6 days in advance that was put into play. Academics was last minute, and what happened? Oh, they're lying. They set him up. Like, come on, bruh. Like, motherfuckers can't even be realistic with this shit. I'll put the facts on the screen and motherfuckers still be in the chat oblivious to what's going on. Like, come on, man. All right, boom. Back to this shit. Being that I'm a victim in this current DV felony case that he currently has a warrant for, indirect harassment is against the judge's court order and is being documented. And guess what? I am documenting every time you've hit me up to harass me, Gigi. So that shit ain't gonna work. But Sure TV has no reason to lie too. It Tremaine's really completely beat Gigi at a hotel with multiple witnesses to where he arrested and charges him. Right. So if that happened, it happened. What I'm saying is there's multiple occasions when Gigi attacked him. They family told me on the phone day before yesterday, there's numerous times he would call us and we would have to go to their house in the middle of the night to calm her down from her putting her hands on him. That's what I'm saying. There's wrong on both ends. She beat on him, he beat on her, whatever the case may be, they both wrong for putting hands on each other. But because she's a woman, y'all look at it differently. I'm sorry, but there's no reason why my wife should be able to just come over here and bop me up upside my head and say, well, you're the husband, so you can't do nothing. Just for no reason. That's not how this shit work, bro. As being married, nobody should be putting their hands on each other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all only know Gigi's side. And like I said, I'm gonna get her family member on here so she could tell y'all herself. Cause she know details. I was told details, and I don't want to expose those details because I really want her to get on here and tell y'all. Like I said, Gigi's only telling you Gigi's the type of person that's not going to make herself look at fault for anything. When has she ever accepted accountability on her live or her platform? Never. She keeps making herself look like this perfect goddess female that wasn't doing nothing wrong. They both was doing wrong. I'm on here telling y'all, yes, Cannon fucked up, but she also fucked up too. It's typical. It ain't never just one person. You think Cannon just decided to just go berserk and treat her like shit for no reason? Come on, man. That's not how it works. You don't be with somebody and somebody's just not doing nothing wrong and you decide to just be abusive towards them, all of that. Something's going on for a motherfucker to start reacting to each other that way. Maybe her mental health started to play a role, which I know about that too. Like, come on, man. Right, so let's get to this. Against the judge's order and is being documented, I have avoided questioning and cooperation to the fullest. Lies. You already told us that you already contacted Burbank police and told them everything. Remember, you was on your live saying all the dudes' names that was at No Jumper, telling on everybody. You cooperated when you did that, let alone you told us that you already contacted Burbank police and told them everything. Another fucking bullshit contradiction, right? But that is done. This is sick. Lying, manipulating individuals need to be expelled from society. She's the only one lying. As of right now, I'm talking about between me and her. I'm not talking about Luce. Between me and her, she's the one lying. Remember, once again, she's provoking me. She keeps having people come from me. She got people coming at my motherfucking children, my baby mama, me, my wife. When we sit back and just create content talking about Luce, she decides to hit me up and talk shit. I ain't did nothing to this woman. But anyways, so they are not allowed to continue any further damage to anyone else. I will absolutely cooperate fully since my warnings and pleas are failing. That she's already doing that. What I'm doing right now is not going to change what she's going to do. Remember, her first message to me, do y'all recall what her first message was? That she was going to put everything out there. At this time, I had not even spoke to this woman. Because of what I'm doing right now is the reason why you're going to put the shit out there? No, you already said you was going to put it out there. Duh. Me doing what I'm doing right now. Here it go right here. This is the first time she's ever communicated with me and I ever even seen anything come from her. Why are you, Gigi, so desperately going after the people that Cannon fuck with? Because I'm not the only one. You're making an effort to come at us. I don't know this girl from Adam and Eve. You send your friend a message that I'm going to drop everything on all he did. So how am I the reason you all of a sudden gonna cooperate? I mean, you just said right here that you're gonna cooperate. Like I said, pay attention, man. Y'all really gullible to this crazy motherfucker, bro. At this time, I didn't even know. I heard of her, but I didn't even know anything about her. I didn't even know what her Instagram was until I seen this in my request. And I'm like, is this Gigi? I immediately sent the screenshot to Charisse, like, she in my fucking DM. And multiple other people DM. This is what I'm saying. This is what she do. And like I said, I still had the courtesy enough to speak to her the right way. Like I said, I would show you my text thread with her Before that night, she decided to text me and talk shit, which led to me calling her while she was live. I had said nothing wrong to this woman at all. I didn't have no reason to. Just because you and Luce Cannon is having problems and Luce my homeboy don't mean I immediately got to just bash you. I have no issue with you. At that point, I didn't. So I had no reason to disrespect you, talk crazy to you, none of that. And then she used my kindness as a way to try to expose me. Oh, he was on there saying that, yeah, he was going to talk to Luce Cannon and get him to accept his daughter. And duh. If this is my homeboy and it's supposed to be his child, as a homeboy, I'm going to talk to my homeboy on some man shit like, hey, you know what? Fuck all the shit y'all going through because it's not about y'all. Y'all showing that she worried about her feelings, whatever the case may be. If this child is yours, this situation needs to get talked about, get a DNA, it needs to be fixed because she's the victim. How do you use that and create content and say, look, this is what he said? That's what I'm supposed to say. That's what I'm supposed to do as a friend. I've already said it before. What I look like saying, yeah, bitch, it ain't his baby. Aha. I don't do that type of shit. She's trying to make me out to look like that person. I'm not that type of person. I kept that shit 100 with her, the whole phone call and text messages I had with her. Just for her to turn around 2 months later after that conversation and text me what she texted me talking about, it's up. I got something for y'all because you riding with Charisse and Luce Cannon. Boom. That's when all the bullshit started with me and Gigi. I had no problem with Gigi. I spoke on her before, like she sounds bitter when she's on the internet talking about the homie and giving people government names to the police. I'm like, she's crazy and bitter at this point, shit. But I had not hit her up. I have not talked to her again, all of that. But she decides to text my phone saying what she said. All right, so boom. Let's go back to the motherfucking post, right? Here we go. I have avoided questioning and cooperation to the fullest bullshit, but that's done. The sick, lying, manipulative individuals need to be expelled from society so they are not allowed to continue any further damage to anyone else. I will absolutely cooperate fully. I've already done that. Since my warnings and pleas are falling on deaf ears, I will waive my spousal privileges and do what is needed to end this cycle of abuse I have endured for the past 5 years. Since Luce and Charisse don't seem to care about my child or family, okay, why the fuck would we care about your family? Does your family care about Charisse and Luce Cannon? Why the fuck do they need to care about your family? Like I said, if you just get the DNA test, Gigi, and just prove he's the father, Charisse is not who y'all think she is. Charisse will do a lot for that child. Just prove he's the father. That's all they want is a DNA test. He been telling the girl that, just get the DNA test. If you want to prove I'm the child's father, get a DNA test. We get a DNA test, prove I'm the father, we go from there. That's that. But this is continued. Charisse seems to don't care about my child or family. I will give them the same courtesy they have given me the last couple of years. Luce is absolutely a snitch. Like, once again, can anybody show paperwork where Cannon is snitching? I would think if he was snitching, his bail wouldn't have been denied 3 times. He wouldn't have warrants out for him in different cities. He wouldn't be getting served with other paperwork from other incidents. He would be on the streets right now, wouldn't he? Show the paperwork. I don't just put jackets on people. She always talking about some receipts, whatever the fuck she call it. Nah, I put receipts out there. Y'all already know me. I'm going dissect every last bit of what I put on the screen and show y'all. And you still gonna have people in the chat like, well, that's not true. What? What are you talking about? Crazy, right? Cooperated with law enforcement many times with his lies and false allegations, not only against me, but others who have came forward. I will show them the same grace. Okay, so let's get to another post she made today before we go dissect her life, okay? Where's her other post at? Oh, no, I want to read the comments on that. Let's read those comments on that one. Where's the comments? Let me see. It's the one that got Ed in it. Probably more comments since I screenshotted it, but we definitely gonna read them comments. Because I want to show y'all that I'm not the only one that sees craziness, okay? Where's it all? All right, so let's put this in there. Is this the post? Hold on. All right, so that is the post. Let me screenshot that real quick. I don't know why I'm not seeing all the other replies. All right, so put this in here. I'll just put all of them in here so I don't have to keep going back putting them in here. All right, boom. Right here. Fuck. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And there. All right, so let's go through these motherfucking comments and shit, right? In these posts. All right. Now, this right here, right? Luce Cannon seems to enjoy not only going public platforms speaking and bragging about his crimes, but documenting his crimes, which are saved on iCloud. I asked Luce and Charisse to anyone affiliated with them to leave me alone, okay? Boom, she posted this screenshot. Everything y'all see she put on the screen last night is already on the internet. What she showed y'all last night was in the show from Batty and the Beast. It was also in their script. There's nothing she has shown y'all that's different than what we've already seen. I keep telling y'all all the shit she been showing y'all over there the day, and when she DM'd me and I talked to her on the phone, she sent everything to me. That's why when she's showing y'all like, oh shit, I'm like, okay, she's showing the same shit she been sending around to everybody. She don't have nothing else. All those, she got a bunch of videos she don't have nothing. She's showing the same shit. And what she's showing y'all is shit that's already on the fucking internet. On this TV show, all of that's already here. So what is she exposing? What is she doing? Nothing, right? All right, so right here, this is the same post. She posted that screenshot with it. I didn't know what that meant. All right, let's read this comment. It says, that quote about only putting myself in a position to win is hitting home right now. Keep telling your story, queen. There is so many other women who need to hear this and learn. He's a dummy, laugh my laugh. I will apologize so much. Okay, and these are the comments, right? What else? What does this one say? We thought you was exposing, but we see you playing police games with the father of your daughter. You are just as evil as Luce at the end of the day. Thank you. They're doing it to each other. They both evil to each other, right? You look good as fuck. In the end, her daughter going to see all this and blame her. She obsessed with Luce Cannon, dude in jail making up lies on anybody he can think of and ain't even thinking about you. Exactly. People are starting to see and unravel what the fuck's going on over there. If you can't see that she's clearly obsessed with this man, you're crazy, okay? This is another post she made yesterday with all the other posts, right? Look at the caption. This photo does not fit the caption. This photo says it all for me. Never let evil break you. I will not be silenced. Luce Cannon, Charisse Mills, and their IBM gang members. First of all, I am not an IBM gang member. IBM is a record label, but see how she tries to throw that in there, okay? Gang members will not win against the truth. This picture does not fit this caption. This picture is trying to show y'all, this is my man. I miss my man. This is me and my husband on a hot date or whatever. This is what I get from this picture, okay? Like, the caption should have been more of domestic violence paperwork, the evil things he was doing, whatever. What she put 2 screenshots with this of her black eye. But like I said, her family already told us the truth about the black eye. All right, but this picture right here does not match the caption. This right here shows obsession. Like, this picture don't fit that. Like, what the fuck? Do y'all not see this shit? Why do you constantly want to be seen in these photos that you have with your husband or ex-husband, and this is the man that's hurt you so much, that you hate so bad? I don't think I will ever want to be putting no pictures out on the internet of me and the person I fucking hate. You see what I'm saying? Oh, there's a couple of bitches I used to date that I hate. You ain't gonna never see me put no motherfucking pictures on the internet with me and that bitch. What the fuck? Like, make it make sense. Gigi is sick. If y'all hate Luce so much, why does she put up pics of her and Luce? She's obsessed. Thank you. Why are you wanting the world to see that y'all? We know y'all was together. We know y'all was married. We know the story. But if you're trying to get away from and detach yourself from Luce, why do you keep posting shit like this? Right, the person who beat her. This is what you putting under this caption. The person that so-called beat you, did you wrong, cheated on you, all that. This right here is crazy, and this is what y'all don't see. I feel like if you don't see it, something's not right with you, and maybe that's the reason why y'all relate to her. Right? I see a scorned woman, and like I said, it's typical behavior from a scorned woman. But there's too many signs over there for people to sit over there and make it seem like Cannon is the only one in the wrong. If y'all only see Cannon as the only one in the wrong, something's not right with y'all. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, this does not match this. I'm sorry, but you're never going to see me put a picture up with me and a bitch that used to be together that was a devil towards me. It ain't going to happen. What the fuck? Like, that's crazy. First of all, when you hate somebody and you don't care about them no more, acknowledging them only shows that you do care. If you don't give a fuck about a person, you don't speak on them, you don't care about what they do, you don't call their phone, you don't do none of that. You just block them out. I understand people are like, well, the baby. Well, she's not doing nothing to keep that relationship with Luce and this child. Like, get the DNA test. He's in a spot right now where he can't run from it. If it's his child, you can put him on child support. Now he has no other choice but to fulfill his obligation financially. Remember, if you are the non-custodial parent, a judge will tell you in the courtroom to the custodial parent, I cannot force the other parent to physically be in that child's life. That's what child support is for. This is the only thing he's obligated or she's obligated to do is pay child support. We cannot force nobody to be in the child's life physically. So at least do that part, Gigi. Prove to the world that this is his baby, because you're using the whole he's not claiming legacy as your MO to say he's disrespecting her. Bro, you've been come on now. Let's get real. Let me ask y'all this right now. Who's more important in Gigi's life right now? Luce Cannon or legacy? Let's see if y'all paying attention. Can anybody answer that in the chat real quick? Luce Cannon or legacy? Who's more important in her life right now? Anybody want to answer that in the chat? All right. Paul. No. Paul, I understand what you're saying, Paul. But no, realistically, who should be the most important? Who's more important? Who should be more important, the baby or Luce Cannon? Okay. Right. Well, I understand that. To her, Luce, which is crazy. But I think the child is more important to her than Luce Cannon, right? You are parading around these platforms, Instagram, YouTube, all this shit to prove who Luce Cannon is, but you have yet to prove that this is this child's father. I think the people want to see that, would rather see that than to see the bullshit you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're so quick to prove he's this so-called woman abuser, this, that, etc., but you have yet to prove that this is his child. I mean, I think that's great content. I think I would tune in for that. As she's opening up the motherfucking DNA test paperwork, I would love to see that happen. Like, come on now. Why are you so desperately proving who Cannon is, but you can't even prove to your child or to anybody else that he's the father of the child? Right, Twos, listen, I keep saying it. I noticed a week and a half ago that her content was starting to lean towards what I'm doing. Majority of her content in the last week and a half has been literally reflecting off of what I'm doing. So right then and there, I knew she was running out of, she didn't have nothing else. She keeps showing y'all the same shit over and over. She probably has 10,000 pictures of her and Luce. This is what y'all gonna keep watching every time she puts something on the screen. This is the content. We know y'all was together. Like, come on now, come with some news. All right, boom. Let's read some more comments. Already seen that one right here. Luce Custard looks like a cool nerd. We thought you was just exposing, but we see you playing. Oh, we already read this, right? Could have sworn there was another one. Did I put all of them in here? Let me double check. I think I did. All right, yeah. So we put all of them in. So now we're gonna react to this live she did last night, y'all. Let me get it off the screen. Don't want to get. They probably waiting to copyright strike me. Let me hit him now. Let's shut him down. They've been trying to shut me down for the last 2 months. All right, boom. All right, so let's go to her shit and we're gonna dissect this real quick. Cause the shit is wild. It's absolutely fucking insane, bro. All right.
I want to like dead.
All right, so let's listen to this audio real quick, right? We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna play it.
In the evening on August 3rd, 2022, the owner of Lee's Deli in Racine. In the evening on August 3rd, 2022, the owner of Lee's Deli in Racine, Wisconsin.
What the fuck is this? Why does this keep going to this? Hold on. I got me fucked up. All right, boom.
To have some receipts. So,
all right, let's pause it there. Let me get my chat back up so I can see the chat. All right, so let's listen to it. We're gonna dissect it, and we're gonna go from there. All right.
I want to like dedicate this, right? Because I'm sure that everybody knows, like, you know, them peoples is watching, which is why Luce is in prison now, right? Because he was running his mouth on every single podcast known to man, you know, talking about his crimes and just all types of stuff.
All right. Well, we know that already. We know Luce was doing content. We knew Luce made mistakes in his content. There's nothing new there. But let's listen to what she's saying.
Snitching on people, doing all types of craziness, right? So everybody knows. What's up, Krells? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the party. It's a receipt party. Get your cameras ready.
All right.
So
it's a receipt party. Like I said, everything she put on the screen has already been on the internet. And what she showed y'all last night was already on the TV show, Batty and the Beast. Well, let's run that.
You know, I've been saying, like, you know, ease up off me. Leave me alone. Let me expose the truth. And that's it. What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the receipt party. Share, like, subscribe this. Y'all run these likes up. We need to get this out.
She was right about that, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. Let's go.
Y'all gonna wanna screen record this. So I think people keep wondering, like, you know, oh, what does she have? Blah blah blah. So
we already seen what she had.
I will make my public service announcement after the receipt party. So make sure you know, wait for that till the end. But you better go to the liquor store quick. You better go get it quick, because we about to blow the water, you know, the shit off the water. But yeah, like I said,
on this end,
you know, people keep wanting to fuck with me. Luce and Charisse want to just fuck with me so bad.
Okay, once again, Luce and Charisse want to fuck with me so bad. Luce and Charisse has not said anything about this woman. I'm waiting on you guys to send me the content when Charisse and Luce has been fucking with her, because the last time, you know, I heard them even really speak on it is they keep saying, you know, the baby, they just want a DNA test. The baby's not loose cannons. That's not disrespect. That's not slandering the baby. That's saying, hey, we want a DNA test just to prove that this is Luce's child. And if it is, we will step up and do our part. Okay. It says, where are the wedding photos? Kind of weird that there are no photos of the wedding. Hey, Adele, right. I mean, can we see the wedding photos, Gigi? Can we see, I mean, if they was married, there's marriage, so be it, right? But we want to see proof. If you're going to want to prove yourself, let's see the proof. A lot of the shit she's doing is questionable, and that's all I'm saying. Just listen to what she says, listen to what she does, and you'll see.
Because I'm exposing them for the liars that they are. Exposing all the truth, the receipts, having, you know, his own homeboys come and tell the truth about who he really is, what he does. And they're mad, and I get it. You know, the truth hurts. I understand that. But, you know, the obsession behind Luce's.
Boom. The word, the obsession. Listen, I'm going to keep saying it again. 90% of the shit that this girl talks about is her. She's putting who she is on Luce. I told y'all, her family told me specifically on that phone call the day before yesterday that a lot of the situation between Luce Cannon and Gigi, the way she explaining it, is vice versa. She was more of the aggressor. She was the one doing all the bullshit. But She's making it seem like to y'all that it was just all Luce. I'm trying to just tell y'all, bro, like, just pay attention. You can see it. A lot of things are like, wait, what? How? I was shocked about the black eye shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? She had a seizure and shit. I swear to God, it was like she had seizures. She had a seizure one night, fell out, hit her eye. Her and Luce got into it 2 days after that, and she called the police and said Luce did it. Dead homies, they told me that. So let's go. Run the content.
His boyfriend is just out of control. It's literally out of control. Like, I'm literally
Thank
scared
you.
for my
That's the
life.
exact word.
Like, I've
Black
never
is,
met another.
she's projecting. Exactly. Thank you. Oops,
Hello,
God damn
Officer
it, I
Fake
keep
Red Water Police. Where's nice talk to you?
fucking,
59 and a 45.
clicking on the wrong
I
button.
have some receipts.
Right.
So I want to like dedicate this, right? Because I'm sure that everybody knows, like, you know, them peoples is watching, which is why Luce is in prison now, right? Because he was running his mouth on every single podcast.
Well, she's right about that. And the reason why Luce was getting watched because he was involved with Big U. The feds is not watching what little old hoodlum is doing. They're not watching. They're not doing none of that. The feds was they had a Fed case that was building on Big U. Anybody that was involved with Big U from 2001 on up, I can guarantee they was watching everything you were doing. Okay, but they're not doing that to us. Okay, if the feds ain't worried about little old fucking hoodlum creating content. Okay, let's go.
Known to man, you know, talking about his crimes and just all types of stuff, snitching on people, doing all types of craziness, right? So everybody knows what's
Remember, if you're not part of my Discord, please join the Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, man. Hit that link and join the Discord. Let's go.
Krells, what's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the party. It's a receipt party. Get your cameras ready. So, you know, I've been saying, like, you know, ease up off me, leave me alone, let me expose the truth, and that's it. What's up? What's up?
She's the type to slam her arm in the door and say, "You did it." All right, so I just spoke on this yesterday, bro. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I'm going to show it again, bro. I already knew that about her from the first day I talked to her. And y'all already know what I'm about to put on the screen, right? All right, so let's pull this on the screen real quick. Where was it at? It was a live, right? Was it a live? Was it a video? It was a video, I think. Boom, right there. Y'all see this right here? Can anybody tell me what movie that is? And I put Gigi's face on Brandy's face. There you go, right there. Right here. This was from 2 weeks ago. Yes, she's definitely the type to harm herself and blame the man. You guys ever seen a movie, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate? The girl Brandy is exactly doing what Gigi is currently doing now. Gigi has already been depicted in movies from years ago. That's because there are a lot of women out there that are scorned and do shit like this. When I tell you Gigi and Brandy from the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate is identical, they are fucking identical. Y'all think what Gigi doing is just normal? How do you all of a sudden match the crazy bitch in a movie that was a scorned woman doing crazy shit, hurting herself, blaming him, going after the new girlfriend, starting shit with the family, going after his family? Like, bro, y'all would have paid attention. All right, let's get back to the content. I'll call cap on they was watching Luce because of Big U. They only started looking at Big U when Wack pointed the feds at Big U. I mean, I don't know who, you know, pointed the feds at Big U. What I'm saying is anybody that was involved with Big U, they started to focus on them when they started building a case on Big U. They knew Luce was part of Big U. They started watching him. I'm pretty sure they started watching Wack too. I can guarantee it. Wack was probably being watched, but Wack didn't say he was, you know, part of anything they was doing. Trust me, anybody that had affiliation with Big U, I think they started building that case in 2021. Guaranteed they was watching him. That's what the feds do. They're going to watch anybody that was communicating with Big U, involved with Big U. But I can't sit here and just say, hey, Wack pointed anybody in anybody's direction. I'm not going to say that because I don't know that for sure. Okay? All right, boom. Let's get back to the content.
Y'all, welcome to the receipt party. Share, like, subscribe this. Y'all run these likes up. We need to get this out because y'all going to want to,
I heard that she was going in. I was going to listen to it earlier. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it on my live, man, so we can just react to it. Okay.
Yes. So I think people keep wondering, like, oh, what does she have? Blah, blah, blah.
Remember, Luce was dealing with Big U back in 2021, Mike. So he was already being watched. Even when he was with Wack, they was watching him. Like I said, from 2021 to when they got indicted, anybody that had any affiliation to Big U, they were watching. No matter who Luce started to deal with after that, they were watching them, bro. So that's why they wind up hearing him talk about the shit on No Jumpers, because they was already watching him. He was involved with Big U back then.
So I will make my public service announcement after.
Another person that said they was involved with Big U, Brick Baby. You know what I mean? Like, they was watching all of them, bro. The feds was watching all of them. Luce tell it. It says, tell it B was with Wack the whole time. What?
The receipt party.
All right, let's listen to this receipt party.
Wait for that till the end. But you better go to the liquor store quick. You better go get it quick, because we about to blow the water, the shit off the water.
Blow it out the water, Gigi. The same shit you've been showing us.
Lord have mercy. Keep wanting to fuck with me. Luce and Charisse want to just fuck with me so bad.
Once again, Luce and Charisse want to fuck with me so bad. Somebody from Gigi's community, please send the content where Charisse and Luce Cannon keeps fucking with Gigi. I will put it on the screen and we can be honest about it. And nobody has yet to do that. Where's this content at? Where is the keep fucking with me at? All fucking wolf tickets. Playing victim of the content.
Because I'm exposing them for the liars that they are. Exposing all the truth, the receipts, having, his own homeboys come and tell the truth about who he really is, what he does.
All right. Like I said, if you choose to feel some type of way because somebody lied to you, that's on you. I know when people lie to me, it's up to me to keep dealing with the motherfucker if I being lied to. Who went and talked to you? 2 ex-IBM members because they're bitter like women? When I wonder why they over there on your platform, bitter and scorned as men. That's crazy, right?
And they're mad, and I get it. The truth hurts. I understand that. But, the obsession behind Luce's boyfriend is just out of control.
Right.
It's literally out of control.
The obsession behind Luce's boyfriend. She's talking about me. Because I decided to go live yesterday and speak on some grimy ass shit that you did behind closed doors. Now you're saying I'm obsessed with you because I responded to what you did. You guys don't know what happened. Let me rewind to yesterday. Before yesterday, I had not put no content out for like 6 or 7 days. Everybody know that because I even made a post about it. Remind you, we are in the process of moving to a 190-acre ranch. Okay, we will be out of our home in July. We will be at our homestead. We are in the process of selling this home that we're in and other stuff that we have to get done before we get to the ranch. So I'm not a YouTube junkie. I'm not in it for money and numbers. We have all of that already. I'm not going to sit here and, I got to go live 5 times a day because I got to get this money. This shit is not important to me. I use it as a voice for the people that I fuck with, because right now, Charisse and me are the only ones that's able to defend Luce in this situation. So yes, I would use this platform to do what I have to do. But if you think that I'm going to sit on here and go live 5 times a day, worried about if my motherfucking views are up or not, I don't care about that shit, bro. When you got it, you don't care. Why you think I'm able to just do what I want to do and say what I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. But I'm going to use it to my advantage if I got to use it. If this is the way to defend the people I fuck with, I'm going to fully take advantage of it when I can. All right, so let's go. Play the audio.
Like, I'm literally
but let me rewind. I forgot. So, day before yesterday, mind you, I went live yesterday because of the phone call from her family member the day before yesterday. All right. So remember, the family member calls me and tells me, let me put it over here so I can pull it up, that Gigi called her mom and called their grandpa. I guess the grandpa is serious business, okay? I'm hearing that the grandpa don't play no motherfucking games. He ain't for the bullshit, okay? So I get the call and they're saying like, hey, this is going on. The grandpa's making a big issue, blase, blase. Can you please talk to us and explain to us what's going on? Because Gigi said that you made a post on YouTube, tagged her in it, and threatened her and her mom. This is what these people tell me. I said, well, what did she send y'all? She said, well, we started to notice something was off because she said that you made the post, but she doesn't send us the screenshot of who made the post. They only send us the screenshot of when you said you're going to have a chit chat with Alicia. And the family member said, well, that was kind of skeptical as well, because she said that you threatened her mom and her. And in the screenshot, we didn't see a threat, but you saying that you were going to have a chit chat with Alicia. So I said, bingo. I said, so let me tell you. Once again, somebody who ran out of content, I've been pointing it out, has to make content based off of me. I'm manipulating you to make your content now. I'm controlling your content, Gigi. I am your motherfucking content, okay? This is the post that I was tagged in, okay? Remember, I tagged them in the post and said something to them or threatened somebody, right? So you guys don't know what happened. 8 days ago, I got a phone call from the mother of my children right here, Daisy Salez, okay? Early in the morning, like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And I immediately panicked because me and my baby mama, we just don't get along. I wouldn't say we don't get along. But Daisy is the type to where if she don't get her way with me, she stops communicating with me. So when she sends messages saying, oh, we don't deal with him, it's her that don't deal with me. It's not my kids. My kids, like I said, my kids with Daisy are fucking adults. Once again, they're grown. They make their own decisions. So when she writes and say, hey, we don't want no parts of this, we don't deal with him, blase, blase, okay? Mind you, when my baby mama called me and called me, I immediately panicked because I'm like, okay, Daisy don't communicate with me like that, okay? I had not spoke to Daisy in a year and a half until up to 8 days ago. Well, I actually spoke to her, but she kind of was rude, talking shit, blase, blase, but like actually had a phone call, not for a year and a half, okay? So when she calls me, the first thing that comes to my head, like there's no reason why she should be calling me unless something happened with one of my children. So when she calls me on Instagram audio. I think I was out somewhere and I didn't have no service, so it was breaking up. I'm like, well, just call my phone real quick. Because she was like, I need to talk to you. It's important. I'm like, all right, just call my phone. She tried to call my phone. She DM'd me again and said, it's going straight to voicemail. I said, I got your number blocked. So I unblocked her number. She calls me, right? And she like, and the first thing I ask her when she calls, like, please let me know if my kids is okay, because I know you wouldn't be calling me unless it's about my kids. She said, no, they're fine. She said, I want to know why the fuck you have me all in your business. Now, mind you, nobody has ever heard me speak on Daisy ever on Instagram or on YouTube. I never spoke on her ever. Like, I'm not going to, I know how she is. Like I said, she's the type that lives a regular life. She don't want no problems. She's a law-abiding citizen, all right? So you'll never hear me speak on her. So she immediately tells me, like, why the fuck do you have me in your drama? What's going on? There's people threatening our son. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm oblivious because I don't know what she's talking about. She's like, 4 people DM'd her asking her to go on somebody's platform. One of them offered to pay her to go in there and lie on me. And when she said she don't want to get involved with it, they started to DM Jalen. She was like, I don't know how they got Jalen's Instagram, but people started DMing him, threatening him. Okay. Now, mind you, this is what my baby mama tells me. I'm like, okay, send me the screenshots. She like, I'm not sending you the screenshots. I'm like, why? She said, because I don't want to be involved in this. I'm scared people are threatening our child. I know you're going to post them on the internet. She knows me because I was going to put that shit up here. I would have put it right on my next live. Like, look at this shit. Right. So she was like, I was like, well, can you just tell me the names so I can know that it's accurate? She tells me the names and it's everybody from Gigi and Whacking them side, bro. Every person she named, Pearl, a bunch of people. There was 4 people, all right, even including Gizzy. Okay, so that's when I knew it was accurate. So I'm like, what the fuck? So boom, remind you, I go live. Did I go live that same day, Shelby, or the next day? I went live. I don't know. I think it was the same day. And I started talking about it. I started addressing it. Like, guess what these motherfuckers did? Now, mind you, I had not spoken on Gigi. Like, I'm chilling. I get on live. And I start talking about it. And when I mentioned the girl Pearl, out of nowhere, she starts writing in my chat because she was in my chat lurking the whole time. She started talking shit. And she got to saying something in a sense of, I didn't offer her no money. Da 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 da. Remember, once somebody offered her money, I don't know who it was. So what she said in the chat was, well, Gigi has the receipts up right now on her live. Go to her chat and see it for yourself. So this bitch Gigi is literally waiting for me to go live, knowing what they did to see if I'm going to speak on it. And when they see me speaking on it, she went live to put the fucking screenshots on her live. Like, these people are fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, they like premeditate shit. They're like, okay, we know this nigga gonna speak on it because the baby mama they claim that, oh, I don't deal with it and don't deal with me, called me immediately. Okay. So I'm like, she got the receipts on the screen right now. Why would she have the receipts on the screen if I'm just now speaking on it? It was like they was waiting on this shit, bro. So boom, she start talking shit. They get her out of the chat. So boom, the next day I wake up and I'm tagged in this post right here. So what they did was they put the screenshots on the post on YouTube to prove their point that they wasn't the ones that offered her the money. So read it. It says, IBM hoodlum fraud offer money where, and she can thank you for putting out false information. Okay, that was the first one. And then an hour later I got tagged in this one. You can hit her up if you like. Never offered this 304 any money, but I bet she didn't think her baby daddy was gonna run to the internet. Goofy. IBM hoodlum. We dropped receipts. I wasn't even gonna post sis messages, but Daisy said I offered her money. Where? Okay, they decided to tag me in this shit, right? I didn't respond to this one right here, the pro girl, but I did get in the comments on this one. And this is when I said, hey, this one of them said a message like, well, if you really care about Luce, you need to stop speaking on Gigi, da 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 da. And I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all keep fucking with me. As long as she keep fucking with me, I'm gonna go after her. Okay. And when this person said, like, oh, if you care about him, stop talking about Gigi. He has a warrant right now for a domestic violence case, and I already know about all of that. Like, if y'all don't think that we've already looked into all of that, we already looked into all of that. Okay, we know he has a hold in Riverside, blase blase. There is nothing new that these people are telling me because Gigi has already exposed this. The same shit she keeps showing y'all now. I keep telling y'all the bitch didn't already put this shit out a year or two ago. It's old as fuck. She's showing y'all shit from a year ago, making it seem like it's new. Okay. So my response to this person when they said that was, hey, don't make me have a chit chat with Alicia, which is her mama. That's where all this stemmed from. Now, what does Gigi do? They send her what I said. She calls her family and tells them that I threatened her mama. And it's this and that. And they're telling me all type of shit. I'm like, what? They're like, well, can you send us the screenshots? Because she didn't send us the screenshot of the post. They only sent the screenshot of when you said you're going to have a chit chat with Alicia. Okay. This is what started all of this that led up to me going live yesterday and her waiting for me to get done with my live. Because like I said, she has to piggyback off of me now. And then she decided to go live. Okay. This is what she does. Okay. So pay attention, man. She fucks with me. I defend myself. She plays victim once I defend myself because I'm going to go in on her ass. And I'm just being honest right now. Gigi, worry about your child. Your child deserves better. And I'm just being honest. Okay. I'm going to keep saying it and I'm going to always say it. The two most important people in a child's life is the mother and father. Okay. Why do you want to put your child's father away? Because how you feel. Okay. At that point, you're not in your child's best interest. You're in your child's best interest. You will know that she needs her father because you're in your feelings, Gigi. You're taking away from her. She's the victim. Okay. What's up? You leaving? Okay. All right. So boom, let's get back to the audio, man.
Like, I've never met another grown man sucking another grown man's dick so hard.
All right. Now listen to that part. This has nothing to do with Luce at this point. Remember, everything with me and Gigi stemmed from her that night 3 weeks ago when I was getting ready to watch the show Last of Us with family time with my children. You know, I'm this big deadbeat. But like I said, every children that's not an adult that I have currently lives in my home. I have 7 kids, Gigi. 3 of them are adults, Gigi. 4 of them are minors, Gigi. And the 4 that are minors live in my household, Gigi. Okay, so play the audio.
Like, it's giving obsession, like single white female. So, anyways, y'all, remember when Cannon said that he had got shot? What was it, 10 times, 14 times? Remember, he kept going with that whole thing, right?
Okay. He lied about how many times he got shot. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, let's get to the point.
And I told you guys, like, that's all cap, like, literally, like, bullshit. And he's like, I think he said it to, like, everybody, right?
So, let me get this right. Gigi's content is strictly proving Luce Cannon's a liar, which we all know he's a liar. Right? That's her whole goal, to prove that Charisse and Luce Cannon are liars. Duh. What's new?
And everybody was like, oh, he's got shot. Remember, he said he was doing like the Matrix and he was running and got shot in the face.
It's called entertainment, Gigi.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. No, I'm not making fun of your exes. Stop playing. Oh, glazing. Okay. Glazing. Oh, my bad. So he's glazing. Yes, definitely gay vibes for sure. I'm assuming definitely that. But glazing on somebody else's, private parts is very disturbing. But yeah.
And then she tries to like joke around with shit. Like, your jokes are lame, Gigi. Get to the point.
Remember, Luce said he had got shot like 100 times and all this jazz. Okay, so
now I went from 10 times to 14 times to 100 times. Okay, just listen to her.
This in his in the iCloud that he had. Look.
All right, so
changing this shit. Been shot in the fucking foot, low. Shit crazy than a motherfucker. Look at this, every 3 to 4 hours, cuz. Changing this shit. Been shot in the fucking foot, low. Shit crazy than a motherfucker.
Yes, Bella.
6 on mad.
All right, so what did she show that was just so important there?
Don't worry, it's just a family knows about this, right?
Oh, so she's talking about, I think, the situation where somebody got shot in the face that was scripted and was on.
One more time, start over.
That was part of the script that was on the Baddie and the Beast.
This video has never been posted.
All right.
This is another part of the no jumper beating that Luce Cannon and his boyfriends and his whatever put out. So this is a completely different angle from what they put out and everybody was sharing.
Yeah,
so
this is her protecting him, Shelby.
This is an exclusive video that has not been released.
Right.
Of the no jumper beating, featuring Alfred Walker and Luce Cannon and Gloss. So
and there you go. Tell it again,
right? So everybody go ahead and take your screenshots, take your screen records. You can go ahead. I give permission to use this content. I do not care. So go ahead, use the content. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, post away, get ready. So again, Luce Cannon and his gang are upset with me.
Once again, she's calling us a gang. We're not a gang. Remember, IBM is like a plethora of different type of people. Rappers, content creators, talent, dancers, artists. Why do you keep calling us a gang, Gigi? Oh, wait a minute. But I thought she owned IBM. I thought IBM was hers. Uh-oh. Remember? I made IBM. IBM's mine.
Because I'm exposing the truth. For the lying, manipulative.
Once again, I'm exposing the truth. Okay, they lied. Get over it. You got finessed, Gigi. Trust me, I know nobody likes to be lied to, but at this point, I think everybody knows Cannon is a liar, right? Duh, he's a big liar. He lied about everything he said on him podcast.
On February 25th, 2022.
To have some receipts. So I want to like dedicate this, right? Because I'm sure that everybody knows, like, knows about this, right? Completely different angle from what they put out and everybody was sharing. So this is a different, this
like
is
I
an
said,
exclusive video.
Nothing that she's showing y'all is new. Now she's saying this is an exclusive video. This is a different angle from the no jumper situation. I think Trap News has that exclusive video too. Trap News has the other angles too, and has put it on his fucking YouTube. There's nothing new that she's showing you guys, okay? You said Whack is feeding her content. Nah, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Black. At this point, I don't think it's Whack. Remember, back in March when I had that conversation with her, when she DM'd me and I said, let me just holler at her and talk to her, she told me that she reached out to Whack. Why would Whack be feeding her content if she's reaching out to Whack the same way she reached out to me to prove a point like she's doing on here? I don't think it's Whack. Actually, let me give Whack his credit on that. I don't think it's Whack at all. It's Gigi. If it was Whack, don't you think Whack would have been the one reaching out to her? Remember, I've already said it. The reason why I decided to stay on that phone call with her for so long when I talked to her, I only decided to call her and talk to her when she DM'd me because I had a phone conversation with Whack 3 days before she DM'd me. And what he told me on the phone was that Gigi sent him a bunch of shit. Remember, at this time, we had kind of figured out that SBGB TV and Whack had some type of like work going on because SBGB TV came up on some audio that wasn't out yet. Okay, the only person that had the audio was Whack. So we're like, well, wait a minute. You know, is Whack going at Luce? Is he doing shit behind closed doors? So when Whack tells me that Gigi just randomly sent him this stuff, in my head at the time, like, well, did Whack reach out to Gigi or did Gigi reach out to Whack? Because we had just about found out about the SBGB TV shit, right? So when I called her, my whole purpose on the phone call was to sit on there long enough to where she started trusting me. And I got, if y'all think I'm lying, I got that whole phone call recorded. Dead homies, I do. And you're going to hear me pop the question after softening her up for like 30, 45 minutes. Hey, can I ask you a question? You going to be honest? She was like, yeah. I was like, did you reach out to Whack or did Whack reach out to you? And she was like, no, I reached out to Whack. So boom. To answer that, it's not Whack, bro. It's her. She's the one, like I said, she's Brandy. If you guys have not seen the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, go watch it. You are going to see Gigi in a movie script, okay? Literally identical. But why did you insert your, what do you mean insert myself, Rod? Insert myself where? What are you talking about? I never inserted myself nowhere with Gigi. Gigi reached out to me. I had no affiliation with Gigi, never spoke a word to her, never mentioned her name, none of that at the time. I barely even knew about her. All I know was she was the ex-wife, supposedly. She inserted herself with me. Once again, why are we not paying attention here? She DM'd me. That's when the first contact was ever made between me and Gigi. She inserted herself. All right, let's get back to the audio, man.
Has not been released of the No Jumper beating, featuring Alfred Walker and Luce Cannon and Gloss.
All right, boom. Now you hear the three names, right? Alfred Walker, Luce Cannon, and Gloss. If y'all don't recall, remember this YouTube account she got now is her new YouTube account. She had a YouTube account before this one that she let YouTube snatch because she put Charisse Mills' naked photos up while she was live. They took the account from her. On that account, there was a live she did when they figured out who Gizzy was, but she was on there. Gizzy, Robert Marshall, Alpha Walker, Gloss, such and such, all y'all going to jail. I already contacted Burbank PD. And now all of a sudden, why are you not saying Gizzy's name now, Gigi? Come on now. Come on now. Like I said, all of a sudden you're not saying his name. And like I said, he got lined up by going on her fucking live with her, not knowing that she was just telling on him 3 weeks prior to that live, made him literally fucking incriminate himself the whole live for him to finally get off. And somebody in the chat told her, you know, Gizzy just confessed to everything. And she's like, what? He confessed? When did he do that? I didn't know he was on No Jumper. But the first shit she started talking to him about was about him being at No Jumper. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Do you not see what this girl's doing? I want y'all to see it for yourself, bro. I love this video. I was in fucking tears when I made this fucking clip, bro. Okay? I was in tears. Watch this shit, y'all.
Let's just dive right in. Everybody, you know, the video's out about the No Jumper situation.
Look,
so can you shed a little light on how that situation even happened, or like how did that situation Gizzy just confessed to all his? He did. When did he do that? I didn't know he was on No Jumper.
Bro, I swear to God, this internet shit is watered the fuck down, okay? It is watered the fuck down. You literally was interrogating this man your whole life and then said, when did he confess? Bitch, you asked him what he did, how it happened, who he was with, how did it go down, and he answered everything. He self-incriminated himself the whole fucking live. Then when he get off the screen and somebody say, you know, Gizzy just confessed everything. He did? When did he do that? What the fuck? I didn't know he was on No Jumper, but the first shit you start talking to him about is him being at No Jumper. Coach, what it do, my girl? I said, man, she is so fake when it happens to the baddies. She got whooped. Right. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, pay attention. Let's get back to the audio, bro. Let's get back to the audio.
So you guys will see. So everybody go ahead and take your screenshots, take your screen records. You can go ahead. I give permission to use this content.
Remember,
I do not care.
I give permission to use this content. Gigi, sorry, but everybody, a lot of people has that different angle of the No Jumper fight. If you think I'm lying, ask Strap News. He will tell you he has it.
So go ahead, use the content. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, post away, get ready. So again, Luce Cannon and his gang are upset with me because I'm exposing the truth for the lying, manipulative demons that they are, going around doing the devil's work, snitching, making up fabricated stories, doing things for content, inciting violence, just causing chaos and melee. And I'm calling them out on it. So they're upset. Because clearly I'm the only one that's got balls enough to go against. But there's been other people, not just me, coming.
You got the balls to what? You're the only one. That's a lie. That's cap. I've been going to war with Whack, his people, you. You ain't the only one that has the balls to come at us. Okay? Stop trying to take the credit. All you did was fall in line with the rest of the haters. That's all she did. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. All right, boom. Oh, I was texting my son that that I don't, talk to with Daisy, the one I'm a deadbeat. Yeah, the one that she has, yeah. Just because he texts me. But anyways, listed audio.
Forward about surviving Luce Cannon and his gang, right? So let's proceed.
Once again, a gang. We're not a gang. Yeah, this angle's already out, Gigi. We've already seen this angle, and she's not showing nothing new, bro. Like I said, everything she kept saying, I got receipts for it last night, has already been on the internet, Gigi. Like I said, the shit is old. All right, so let's fast forward past the video.
I don't know how
hold on.
anybody,
Let's go back
Walker right here.
Look, there she go, naming names.
Get your bitch ass up, nigga.
Defenseless, helpless. Alfred Walker is stripping them, all that good stuff, right? So I don't know why, mind you,
You guys gotta be careful.
They did this. This is them proud of their crime, telling on themselves, like world's dumbest criminals. Okay, so this is the detention order, right, from Luce. This is a detention order. I don't know if you guys have seen the detention order or not.
Just listen
but the
to the
reason
shit,
why Luce bail was denied, right?
All right, so boom.
So as you can see.
Now, if you guys don't know, the last time Luce Cannon had a bail hearing, she's showing right now, remember, I got the receipts. She's showing something that's public that I had. Remember, I did a live on the reason why Cannon was denied bail. The fucking paperwork she has on the screen right now, I did a video 3 weeks ago with that same paperwork. Once again, Gigi, we've already seen this. Where's these receipts? Because you don't have nothing exclusive. And she's going to explain to you why Cannon got denied bail, which if you go listen to my video, I feel like she might have went over there and listened to my shit and ran it as her content. Listen to her.
See, it says nature of the offenses and defendant's role in the alleged extortion/robberies, 2 active protection orders, noting one is reciprocal, outstanding warrants, and repeat of violence January 2025 incident, which they're talking about the no jumper situation, right? So he has warrants, multiple warrants.
We know that already, Gigi. You sent the paperwork of the warrants in Riverside to me back in March. I'm trying to figure out what's new, Gigi. You got these receipts. What she call it? Receipts. That dumbass shit, receipts. What the fuck? You don't have no receipts. You have old ass garbage that everybody already know about. Show us something new.
It's all violent. His whole rap sheet is why they're not letting him out is because of violence. So why Charisse and his boyfriends think it's a good idea to constantly harass a victim on one.
There we go again. His boyfriends constantly harass victims. Well, if you are a victim, I don't think you should be fucking reaching out to anybody. If what I'm saying is, right, if this big Rambo dude, right, comes over to me and just cracks me over the head with a shovel and I decide to press charges on him, put a restraining order on him, why would I want to be communicating with anybody that deal with this crazy motherfucker that cracked me over the head with a shovel? Why would I be writing that person's girlfriend, children, baby mama, homies? Why would I even want to do that? Anything involved with this dude, I should stay away from it. Exactly. This dummy don't even realize that she violated the restraining order when she decided to reach out to people that are connected to Luce Cannon. She don't even understand how this shit work. Somebody please guide this woman in the right direction because she's definitely going down the wrong road with this shit. Okay, so that's not gonna work because your receipts, guess what? I got receipts too, bit crazy Gigi.
One of his violent cases that he has a warrant for today makes no sense. The only thing that makes sense to me is that they want to see this man in prison for the rest of his life. Like that, that's the only thing that makes sense. Mind you, I'm going to repeat.
Who wants him in prison for the rest of his life? Because I don't. I think the only person that has been parading around, like I said, social media, wanting somebody in prison for the rest of their life, take a wild guess who that person is. Anybody can tell me who the only person that's been parading around the internet hoping that Luce Cannon gets life. Can anybody put that she does? Exactly. Listen to this shit, bro.
It literally says outstanding warrants. Luce Cannon has a felony domestic violence warrant for a domestic violence case against where I'm the victim on.
Okay, so mind you, so let's talk about that domestic violence case in Riverside, California. Okay, that she sent to me. Hold on, hold on, real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all better listen, man. This bitch is crazy, right? Hold on, let me find the text message. Hold on. When the last time, what was that? When did she text me talking shit? You know, hold on, let me find it. Nah, it's before this. I'm finna show y'all that she actually sent me. She's the one that sent me the paperwork on this, right? I'm trying to find her phone number. I don't know. I don't have her number saved. Oh, here we go, right here. All right, so let me go up to when, you know, we were communicating that day, and bingo, right here. All right. Oops, my bad. All right, so let me put this in the chat. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And this is back. Did I get the timestamp on that? No, let me get the timestamp. Oh, I want a timestamp on that. Hold on. I hate iPhones because they don't give you a timestamp until the thread starts. Fuck is the timestamp? Here, I'm gonna just screen record it. Fuck it. Still don't have a timestamp. Hold on. She even sent me pictures of the baby. She sent me the emails with Black China, all of that. I have everything she's been showing y'all. I have in my phone right now as we speak. I'm not lying to y'all. Well, I can't get the timestamp to show up unless I go all the way up to when we first started texting each other. So I'll just do this. Right. All right, let me put that in the chat. I said none of this is new. Nothing she's saying and showing is exclusive. 90% of it's on Batty and the Beast. 90% of it she's already sent out, shown on the internet. Boom. Here's the text message between me and her when we first communicated. This is the paperwork from the domestic violence case that he was on probation for. Look at the dates on it. Okay? There's nothing new she's talking about. And I keep telling y'all, the same shit she's presenting to y'all now is the same shit she has been doing for the last 2 years. Okay? She's been doing the same shit for 2 years. She just used YouTube to make it a bigger issue, okay?
That he has to face me in court after he's done with the federal case.
No, he don't have to face her in court. That's a lie, okay? So let's talk about that. With that case, they wound up putting Cannon on probation, okay? Cannon completed everything that was part of that probation but one thing, which was the classes, okay? He decided to skip out on the classes when he met Charisse and went out to Las Vegas. Okay. Charisse was telling him that he needed to get it done so this won't be an issue. So that's what violated the probation. He does not have to face you, Gigi. On a probation violation, they're going to lock you up. Your PO is going to come see you. You're going to have a court date. And at that court date is when the judge is either decides to reinstate your probation or revoke your probation. You're not on the stand. That shit is already done and over. That he already got convicted of what he did or whatever the case may be. This is either reinstate or revoke. If they reinstate him, they'll say, okay, we're putting you back on probation. Finish what we tell you to do. You're done after whatever date they gave him, he get off. If they revoke his probation, that means he had a suspended sentence of like 3 or 4 years. So if they say, no, we're revoking your probation, he's going to go to prison for 3 or 4 years. That's how it works. Nobody has to face you, Gigi. You're not subpoenaed to court. You're not, comes take the stand. No, you're a liar. That's not how the situation works, okay? She wants to see him so bad. Yeah, she will probably be at his probation hearing like, I'll come see my man. Like, you don't have to be there. You don't have to take the stand. You're not even going to get a subpoena to court. So why would you even be at the court date, Gigi? Like, shit is crazy, right? All right, let's go.
Why they would continue this harassment online at that, because I'm recording everything, so everything's being recorded, everything he's doing, which is why I don't mind. Everything he's doing is being recorded. What you think YouTube is doing? It's recording everything you're doing too. All the posts and all of that, y'all tagging me in. When y'all text message me, talking shit, telling me you got something for me and it's up with y'all out of nowhere when I have not said anything wrong to you, all that's being recorded too, Gigi. So if you're going to try to throw somebody under the bus, you might want to pay attention. Like I said, you violated your restraining order when you reached out to several people that's involved with Luce Cannon. You wasn't supposed to be contacting nobody that deals with him, and you did that, okay? Because all it's going to do is just ensure Luce is never going to get out. So it doesn't bother me. No, you know what I mean? Don't want Luce Cannon to ever get out. What we're doing is defending ourselves for motherfuckers coming after us. And like I said, what does she do? Behind closed doors, she starts shit. And then when we respond to defend ourselves, she goes live and she plays victim. I'm being harassed. They're obsessed with me. Lies. At this point, Gigi, you're obsessed with me. You want to know something crazy? Not too long ago, I was going through YouTube, and a lot of other YouTube content creators, they will use my content and play it on their shit. I seen Spiderloaf do it. I seen Do Sims do it. I've seen a lot of people do it. Every time I find another content creator on YouTube that has anything to do with me on their shit, take a wild guess who's in the comments talking shit. Gigi. She's a stalker. She watches everything I fucking do. Remember when I was telling y'all that live when I was like, these motherfuckers, you know, went after my baby mama and my kids, and then Pearl popped up in the chat, and Pearl was like, well, she's live right now with the receipts proving that we did. Why would she be live with the receipts proving that nobody offered her money? You had to go live when you heard me say that. So you're watching me.
Oh, he said this. Let's go live. Let's put it up on the screen. Like, y'all don't understand what the fuck's going on, bro. This bitch is crazy. Okay, let's go.
But it just seems to me that everybody on Luce's team that he thinks is for him is like putting the nail deeper and deeper into his coffin for whatever reason. I don't know.
Okay,
But
and what nail? Because we come at you. It says, I don't know. Hold on. I'm reading something, y'all, right? Huh? What did she say? Oh, no, I see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can't pull her video over on the screen because that's how they try to strike you. You got to just commentate to the audio. So that's why I keep pausing it and talking, because there's certain rules with YouTube, and I can guarantee this, they're waiting to try to strike my page. I guarantee it, on my channel. All right, let's go.
Okay, so let's start here. Luce has multiple domestic violence warrants. This is starting not just with me, let's be clear, okay? Against children, as you can see, restrained person, Tremaine Williams, shoots his sons and his wife before me, right?
That's a lie. But anyway, boy, I swear
this
this
is
girl's
all public
crazy.
record. I'm not sharing anything that's not public, okay? Then this one, he had another domestic violence charge, and let's see what this was in 2001. Okay.
Gigi, move on, focus on legacy, let Luce do his time. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. I've said it numerous of times. Like the baby is the victim in this situation. Somebody in their comments told her, like, that child is gonna grow up and pretty much resent you. Like, she's gonna grow up and know what you did to her father. You're saying this is her father. You think that's gonna be, you know, something that she's gonna be like, oh, thank you, mommy. Like, come on, bruh.
How long ago was 2001? And it's domestic violence.
Okay. So be it. He has domestic violence cases. We all knew that, right? I mean, we all knew that he had the warrant for the probation violation with the domestic. We already know he had this is old, right? Thank you, Black. And I'm glad people are waking up. I swear, I want to get to her community so bad, because I'm starting to see a lot of people that's in her community start to hit me up on Instagram, and they're starting to be like, you know what, something is off, this is not right, and I'm starting to listen to what you're saying. Anybody with common sense is eventually going to start paying attention to what's going on, and they're going to be like, damn, what he's saying is 100% accurate. I've been over here wasting my fucking time believing in this female, and the whole time she's the problem. Okay. Dating on Lowly's, he only around Luce for 6 months, right? And that's unfortunate. Like, Legacy don't know Luce. They don't have a relationship with each other. Legacy don't know him. He don't know Legacy. So if this is the father of the child, that has to change. You know what I mean? But what she's doing right now is not allowing that to change. Okay.
This is from 2001, domestic violence. Luce has been beating women since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time. This is all public record. I'm not sharing anything that's not public freaking record. Everything is public record. Luce has been beating women.
Get to the point.
Has had multiple restraining orders since the beginning. Here is this.
Corona
I can't make this up.
Remember, I'm looking at the thing. It was Corona Police Department. Y'all remember when I said that the family member said that Luce would call him 2, 3 in the morning because she was attacking him, and had to call him to come to their place that was in, I think I said it was Carson or Corona. They said it was Corona. It's on the screen, Corona. So it was accurate. Like I said, she's making Luce look like the crazy one when she was crazy. Okay. Am I saying that Luce didn't put his hands on her? No, I'm not saying that. Do we know if Luce was defending himself though? According to the family, Luce was defending himself. She would trip out on him, put her hands on him, and then when he did put his hands on her, she would call the police. But a lot of the times where she was showing, hey, look what he did to me, was when she had seizures and she fell out. Okay, let's go. Play the audio.
Like, Luce has been in, this is 2019, literally. This is assault, violence, and this is domestic violence, domestic violence with a firearm. Like, I can't make this up. This is all public record. Again, like I said, it is not just against me. These cases are not even against me. These are against other women, other children, like not just me.
All right, let's move on to another
So
part.
you guys
She's talking about DVs.
And people are upset.
Okay, we know
I'm
there's a DV case. Okay.
Okay. Which her mother
She sent me all this already.
because he was on felony probation and didn't show up and didn't do what his sentencing is, right? Because he was on felony
Let's
because
listen to
of
this
this
part.
little violence that he incited with Charisse. That triggered a warrant as well in my case. So thank you, Charisse. So as he was whooping her up, he was on the run for my case because he was on felony probation.
Let's explain
and didn't
that.
show up and didn't do what his sentencing is, right?
Which was his classes, his DV classes. I just said that. He didn't do the DV classes. They violated his probation, okay?
So because of this incident, he now has a warrant and has to go to court for my case. Now,
that's not why. Charisse has nothing to do with the warrant on her case. The warrant came from him not completing. She doesn't even make sense. Listen to what she just said. Listen to it, bro.
As well, in my case. So thank you, Charisse. So as he was whooping her up, he was on the run for my case because he was on felony probation and didn't show up and didn't do what his sentencing is, right?
All right. So when she says he was on the run from probation because he was on a felony case and didn't do what the probation told him to do, right? So you mean to tell me that he was on a run for probation and they didn't have a warrant out for his arrest? She's not even making sense right now. If he didn't do the classes and he was on the run from probation, it's a violation. You have a warrant out. Then she turns around and says this.
So because of this incident, he now has a warrant and has to go to court for my case. Now,
cap. Fucking cap, bro. Y'all listening to this fucking bullshit. This is the clown shit y'all support over there. You don't go on a run from probation and they don't put a warrant out for your arrest. The warrant came from him not doing the fucking DV classes. Then she turns around and says, well, the warrant came from an incident with Charisse. She wants to paint the picture that he was harming Charisse too, and that triggered a warrant. No, what triggered the warrant is him not doing the fucking DV classes when he went on a run from probation, Gigi. You don't even fucking make sense. She wants to try to slander him so much that she don't even know what the fuck she be saying. But anyways, let's go, bro. She just said he was on the run for probation, but he didn't have a warrant for being on the run from probation, Gigi. But he got the warrant from, get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit is unrealistic.
Tremaine claims that he has so much money, $1 million. Tremaine's been getting evicted from all his places forever. Like, he has multiple evictions.
Uh-oh. I think I spoke on this before. Lord have mercy. I keep saying it and I'm going to say it again. I have access to records. And when I looked up Gigi's records, that girl has been evicted over 15 times. I can show you. She just deflected again. The one that was getting evicted was her, not Luce. I don't see no evictions on Luce's background. I'm trying this. Let me play the audio. This shit is crazy.
Residential evictions. He doesn't own anything. These are cases you can go look up. All you have to do is type up his name in any city, any, eviction court, any civil court in Riverside, San Bernardino, and Tremaine Ashley Williams, and they will pull up. Okay.
Now, mind you, like I said, I already looked in records. He does not have any evictions. The one with all the evictions on her background is Gigi. Okay. She has over 15 evictions on her background. Literally. I was like, what the fuck? As I'm scrolling through it, I was like, God damn, this is crazy. Remember, when she was pregnant and Luce Cannon split up with her, remember, Luce Cannon, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it was Black China House, when she was homeless with the baby because she got evicted, she had to go stay with Luce Cannon at Black China House. I'm not sure who house it was. I don't know if it was somebody else's house or Black China House, but he had to let her stay there because she was pregnant with the baby and she got evicted. Like, boy, I tell you, bro.
So let's go down the list, right? So not only are you posting your crimes, you're talking about your crimes, you're snitching, you're beating women, you're putting children in danger, putting your hands on children, you're recording your crimes, you're robbing people, and you think that they're gonna let you out? And then his baby mom.
Nobody said that they're gonna let him out. He's trying to get bail currently. If he gets bail, he still has a hold in Riverside. Okay, they're just trying to get through the process easier. Nobody's trying to just, oh, they're gonna just let me out. Like, come on, bro, he's not dumb.
Mama and his boyfriend think it's a good idea to keep harassing his victim that's on a.
Once again, there go to harassing again. Gigi, I do not fuck with you until you fuck with me. Get it correct. You're going after people. You hear her say kids and all this, but you guys went after my child. You guys went after my baby mama. All this type of shit. But we're harassing you? This bitch is crazy.
Current case. I can't make this up, y'all. So, like I said, you know,
remember, cuz when we
look how much child support he owes.
Okay,
Luce owes
and
tons of child support.
I owe motherfucking child support too. Shit, I'm in arrears like a motherfucker. Because what happens whenever you on child support, like she tries to show his, oh, look how much he owes. Okay, now let me explain to y'all how child support works. It says that Luce Cannon owes her $122,000 in child support, right? For one child that's only 3 years old. Now, that's bullshit. And the reason why I say that is because it's called interest, okay? Whenever you don't pay or you owe, your shit gains interest. So before I went to prison the first time, I was on child support. So every time I would get paid, they would garnish my check, right? When I went to prison, unfortunately, when you're in prison, you don't have a job to pay every month. So what they do is every time you don't pay every month, it grows interest. Okay. So meaning what you normally pay or what you owe will grow increasingly because of the interest. Remember, if you're in prison for 2-3 years, every month that go by and you miss that payment, it's the payment plus interest. By the time you get out 3-4 years later, you're $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in arrears, in debt. But she paints the picture as he owes me all this money. Like, come on, bro. I'm currently trying to figure out, because I know there's a law in California where they can't really charge you child support if you're in prison. And I'm trying to figure out if Nevada has that law, because I know my baby mama would tell you they ain't give me no motherfucking $75,000 from the state. I know that it's interest, but this is part of her, thing to try to slander him. He owes me all this money. Shut up, bitch.
Okay. Tons of child support. Mind you, Luce has 6 children. Okay. Rather Swampisha wants to admit it or not, he has 6 children.
She knows that. Charisse sends money to their mom all the time. Did you guys know that? You see she's on here trying to slander Charisse, but does she know that Charisse actually sends the other kids' mom money for them? Yes, Charisse does that. Charisse sends them money every month. But Big Crazy Gigi is on here spreading a false narrative once again.
He has 5 beautiful boys, and we're not going to include my child, but he has 5 beautiful boys that, he needs to be taken care of. And Miss Swampy thing over there seems to disregard his other children like they're trash. That's what I don't respect, and that's what I don't like.
Now, she said Charisse disregards the other children like she's trash. When the fuck has Charisse done that? When have you ever heard her say that? Or when has she ever done that? What I'm saying is this woman speaks and she insinuates when she speaks. Nothing she's saying is true, let alone where is the proof of that? When the fuck have anybody ever heard Charisse ever say anything about Luce's other kids? Never. Ever. Like, come on, bro. Like, this shit it's insane. Listen.
That is trash behavior, which you can only expect for somebody with pastrami flaps. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Here she go with the jokes again.
But as you can see, you guys, this abuse has been going on for so long. So people ask why I'm talking, because the abuse continues.
There's nothing new
so
here.
As long as they can,
let's speed it up.
Absolutely.
Same receipts.
I don't know. It's invigorating for some reason. But let's hear.
We took everything. When we took everything,
now another receipt she's playing. She's playing the audio from the phone call with Dale. That shit's been on the internet. Nothing she is showing with these receipts is new. She has nothing new. Listen to this shit.
Niggas beat us to the spot. You get what I'm saying?
Y'all heard me play this audio before, haven't y'all?
Oh, man.
No, but you know that was
Yo, man.
This is the deal.
I would like to talk to you more
with
openly,
Luce
but I know you might be
and
recording the nigga, and
Black.
I got to dodge on, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to talk.
All right. What's new about that, Gigi? Where's your like super receipts? This shit's been on the internet for I don't know how long. All right, so let's fast forward this. Let's see if she comes with anything new.
But as you can see,
Look at all this shit. Look, niggas be wanting to holler and all this shit. Disrespect, nigga. Yeah, I'll blow your shit off, nigga. Neighborhood crib, nigga. Focus fat. Neighborhood crib.
And I got to dodge.
Neighborhood crib.
so here is the iCloud. It's way too much to post, obviously.
Look,
But
listen to
as
this
you
shit,
can
bro.
see, you can see all the stuff that's in the iCloud. So all the money right here from other robberies, weed from other robberies.
All right, so boom, right? So she's saying in the iCloud that there's videos of bags of weed. Those videos of the bags of weed were in the Baddie and the Beast show. Okay, first of all, you can't test the weed through an iCloud. That could be fucking leaves that look like weed, Gigi, that does not do anything. It will not affect him in court. And just because he has videos of a bunch of money and you're saying it came from a robbery doesn't mean it came from a robbery. You're insinuating. Like I said, this shit is crazy. These are her receipts though. Oh shit, there's a lot of money in this video. He got it from a robbery. How do you know that? Was you there when he robbed somebody for that money, Gigi? And then you got those people over there like, damn, he was really robbing people because he has a bunch of money in his video. Like, this shit is crazy, right? She's been saying it, twos. Everything she's been showing y'all, Luce Cannon and Charisse has already said it. She has been doing the same shit for the last 2 years. She waited for Luce Cannon to get locked up to do it this way on YouTube. Remember, nobody ever seen this bitch do anything until Cannon got locked up. But yeah, you can't test weed through a video. Who gives a fuck about that? And just because you see a bunch of money that's in a video doesn't mean he robbed somebody for it. Okay. Let's play the audio.
Obviously, I can't post everything because it's so much, but just so you guys can get a close up of all the stuff like he had in the iCloud. So look at the dates, look at all the, it's like tons of stuff. So, and as this was somebody, so my concern too was there was a lot of stuff in there that was violence. I couldn't show it. Like this video was a man who was shot up. He had like 6 bullet holes. He was leaking everywhere.
Lies. Again. He had 6 bullet holes. He was leaking everywhere. This, what she's talking about, was part of the Baddie and Beast show, and they reenacted it. He got shot. One of Cannon's homeboys got shot in his face. Okay? And she made it seem in this that Cannon or his people shot his own homeboy in the face. Like, this bitch is literally like a setup, bro.
I don't know who this person is, but maybe, you know, they can check on this person. I don't know who this is, but it was in his phone, and he was leaking, talking about, you know, they shot him and he had like bullet holes and he was showing them and leaking everywhere.
Bullet holes. He got shot one time. Y'all hear the exaggeration?
Like this was all in Luce Cannon's
exaggerating.
Luce Cannon put in his phone, like on our iCloud. So I don't know who this man. I couldn't show the video because the video was very, very disturbing, and I know that like my channel will get shut down. But I just want to say that to the
now, mind you,
agents
I have that video in my phone. Keep telling y'all, bro, this bitch is crazy. She's showing y'all some old shit, right? Well, I'm gonna play it for y'all. And somebody keeps calling me from a blocked number, probably one of her minions. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Oh, stop calling me blocked, bro. Oh, here we go. Look, I don't know if y'all can hear it. I'm gonna try to let y'all hear it. Listen. Tell me if y'all can hear this. Listen.
Today, my boy Barry called me out to go to the strip club with him for his birthday party. So I picked up Charisse. We headed to the club. We're in a parking lot. I get a phone call saying my cousin just got shot in his face.
Hey, y'all.
Hold on, because somebody keeps blowing me up from a blocked number trying to sabotage.
Put up on me a bus. Stop me in my face, man.
Y'all can hear that, right? That was part of the Batty and Beast show, okay? They used when Luce Cannon's cousin got shot in his face one time as part of the show. If you can hear him, Cannon was like, my boy Barry called me and informed me that my cousin just got shot in his face, and they used that as part of the script in the Batty and Beast. Okay? So I'm trying to figure out. Do y'all want me to play it again? Can y'all hear it? I'll play it again. Somebody keeps blowing my phone up, so from my blocked number. So let me put it on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, that was part of the script from the Batty and the Beast, and I'll play it again. This is what I'll do, right? I'll send it in here, and then I'll move it off the screen so y'all can hear it yourself. All right? That's what I'll do. And like I said, it was part of the script from Batty and the Beast. They used Cannon cousin saying he got shot in his face as part of a scene, okay? And she used that as said, oh, this was in his iCloud. It was in his iCloud because they used that as part of the entertainment on the Batty and Beast show. So hold on. This shit is wild, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, bro. This bitch is cold with this shit. But thank God you got little old hoodlum that will sit back and dissect all this shit to point out that she's a fucking liar. Okay, so let's hear it again. Let's hear this again. Let's hear what she said again.
Bullet holes, and he was showing them and leaked somebody. So my concern too was there was a lot of stuff in there that was violent. I couldn't show it.
Like this a little more.
Weed from other robberies he had in the iCloud. So my concern too was there was a lot of stuff in there that was violent. I couldn't show it. Like this video was a man who was shot up. He had like 6 bullet holes. He was leaking everywhere. I don't know who this person is, but maybe, you know, they can check on this person. I don't know who this is, but it was in his phone.
Probably because they were blowing me up, bro.
He was leaking, talking about, you know, they shot him and he had like bullet holes and he was showing them and leaking everywhere. It was insane.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah.
But yes, like this was all
blowing
in Luce Cannon's. This is what Luce Cannon put in his phone, like on our iCloud. So I don't know who this man. I couldn't show the video because the video was very, very disturbing, and I know that like my channel will get shut down. But I just want to say that to
y'all listening to her, right?
Agent that reached out to me last week, to the FBI agent that reached out to me last week, I want to make a public service announcement because I didn't save your number or get your name, and I'm ready to cooperate. Don't come for my family, and I won't come.
All right, so she
nothing waive spousal privilege. And I know that like my channel will get shut down, but but it was in his phone, and he was leaking, talking about, you know, they shot him and he had like bullet holes and he was showing them and leaking everywhere. It was insane.
All right, so she insinuated that he got shot up a bunch of times. He had a bunch of bullet holes, blase, which is all fabricated. Now, that's the problem. You're fabricating. You're lying. The man got shot one time, and the video was in the iCloud because they used it as part of the Batty and Beast episode. So here it is right here. Remember, I got to move it off the screen, though, when it gets to a certain part, right? But listen.
Today, my boy Barry called me out to go to the strip club with him for his birthday party. So I picked up Charisse. We headed to the club. We're in a parking lot. I get a phone call saying my cousin just got shot in his face.
Hey, y'all. These niggas just shot me, man. They just pulled up on me and bust. These niggas just shot me in my fucking face, man.
Damn, this place.
All right, so boom, right? that being said, right? Once again, listen to the exaggeration. He got shot a bunch of times. There was blood everywhere. Blase, blase, blase. All cap, bro. This is all cap. This is her fabricating the story to make, Luce look furthermore like this monster. And in fact, the fucking video she took out of his iCloud was from his cousin that got shot in his face, bro. And they used part of that in the Batty and Beast scene to acknowledge it. Okay? This is what she does.
But yes, like this was all in Luce Cannon's, this is what Luce Cannon put in his phone, like on our iCloud. So I don't know who this man, I couldn't show the video because the video was very, very disturbing. And I know that like my channel will get shut down. But I just want to say that to the agent that reached out to me last week, to the FBI agent that reached out to me last week, I want to make.
Ain't no motherfucking FBI agent reach out to her. The feds already got him, Gigi. Like, stop, okay? Remember Lil Durk family reached out to her and, sent her text messages saying that, come on now, them fake ass text messages they put together. I can't wait for tomorrow. I don't know if I should announce it or not, but Lil Durk and Aaron the Plumber is going to be on Sunday service tomorrow. Like I said, what happens when Lil Durk hits the show again? What's going to happen then? What are they going to say then? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Run the content, bro.
Make a public service announcement because I didn't save your number or get your name, but I do want to waive spousal privilege and I'm willing to cooperate now.
Preach.
So if that agent is listening, give me a call back because I am now.
If that agent is listening, give me a call. That agent ain't nowhere in your fucking chat, Gigi. Ain't no agent call you. If the agent called you, right? Hold on. This is how you call people when they bluffs, right? Can anybody in the chat tell me what Gigi claims to be? Like, what does she call herself? The queen of what? Can anybody tell me that? The queen of what? Anybody in the chat? The queen of what, you guys? What does she call herself? Anybody want to answer that question in the chat? He calls her the queen, herself the queen of what? Nobody know? She calls herself the queen of receipts. So my thing is, how you don't have no receipts of this FBI agent calling you or what you talked about or anything like that? If you're the queen of receipts, right? You would have made sure you got that phone call recorded because you would have been putting that shit all over YouTube. It's a lie. It's a scare tactic. Yeah, the FBI agent that reached out to me, bullshit. If an FBI agent reached out to Gigi right now about Luce Cannon, oh, that shit will be all over YouTube the moment she get off the fucking phone with him. All cap, all wolf tickets, Gigi. Run the content.
Now ready to waive spousal privilege, and I'm ready to cooperate. So all the 4 iClouds, like I said, I just want to give you guys a little taste because, Cannon's boyfriend and Charisse seems to think there's no evidence against Luce, and people keep playing on my top.
What's your evidence, Gigi? Oh, I found a video with marijuana in it in his iCloud. I guess the FBI agent gonna be able to test if it's real marijuana through a fucking video. Well, there's a video where he had tons of money. It's from a robbery. Well, Gigi, they have to prove it's from a robbery. Like, what is wrong with this motherfucker, bro? Like, when I tell you that is the most unrealistic situation over there, and I'm just being real with y'all, bro. I'm trying to wake y'all up to what goes on YouTube. These motherfuckers will sell y'all the craziest shit. And I'm just mind boggled about how many people actually run with this shit and believe it. I feel like shit, I need to be writing scripts every day for y'all. Shit, I can blow up off of just lying about every goddamn thing on YouTube. Let me just become a liar too. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Why she didn't just call him back? Right. Let's call him right now. I mean, you got me on the fucking phone on your live. Like, come on, man. As much as you trying to out Cannon, I think that phone call would have been very important to the type of content you create, right? Like, come on now, you can't miss that opportunity. You know, you're going at Cannon.
So, you know, I'm here to prove a point. My mother, Luce Cannon's boyfriend, let me tell you why this is happening. Luce Cannon's boyfriend is bringing up my mother. So when you're bringing up my mother, who has nothing to do with anything.
Okay, and I told y'all, yes, I told her I will have a chit chat with her mom, because at that time, her people were fucking basically what they call harassing, right? I don't care. You can tag me all in posts. You could do whatever you want to do. But if you're going to try to say I'm harassing you for responding to what is considered harassment, then I can call it harassment too. So yes, when they were harassing me, tagging me and shit, all I said was, I showed you on the live yesterday, was like, don't make me have a chit chat with Alicia. That's all I said. Y'all seen it yesterday. Okay. So now he's speaking on my mom. The fucking audacity. These punk ass bitches reached out to the mother of my children. Okay. Involving my children and their mom. And you have the audacity to say he spoke on my mom. Y'all put my fucking baby mama Instagram all over the fucking internet. When I sent her the screenshot, she was pissed off. I said, see what these people do? All because you didn't want to fall into their trap. Now they put all your, I said, expect people to try to DM you, add you, all of that now, because she put your shit and then had the nerves to say, I wasn't going to do it, but you'd have fought for me doing it. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are the people that, right here. These are the people who can sit up on live and say, well, they said my mom's name, but you can do this. Remember, this live was last night. This screenshot is from 8 days ago because I screenshotted it yesterday. So y'all could do this shit to people. So y'all can have 1,000 people harassing the mother of my children and my children. But I can't say, yo, mama named Alicia, not one time. And unless that's a problem, the fucking audacity, bro, of these fucking people is wild. It's mind boggling. It's fucking insane. Run the content, man.
Told you guys, don't come for my kids, don't come for my family, and I won't come for you. But every time you talk about my child or my family, I'm gonna bury you, period. So as I said,
talk about your child and your family. Sorry, Gigi, but Legacy deserves better. Can we adopt her? We'll take her in. Oh, we'll give her a great life, Gigi. We'll take her to the ranch and we'll show her what a real life looks like, Gigi. You know, she ain't got to worry about us slandering her parents. You know, we can introduce her to a great, amazing life. Horseback riding. We'll teach her how to raise cattle. We'll teach her everything. You know, the ranch life. We got lakes at the ranch. There's a bunch of shit that she can do there. You know what I mean? We got fucking boats, all type of shit. You know, hunting. We got hunting towers where you can hunt deer and hunt wild boars and shit. Like, there's a bunch of shit you can do at this ranch. Legacy will love it. I think she will rather enjoy that type of life than to sit up and watch her mom slander her dad every day, all day. You're slandering her dad as you're patting her on the back, trying to force her to go to sleep so you can stay live longer. Bitch, you're crazy. You see your baby crying, get off the fucking live and tend to her. But like I said, she deserves a better mommy. And I'm not saying nothing bad about Legacy because she's a beautiful little girl, but her mama is the devil.
I did not get the federal agent's name that contacted me last week. When I am willing to cooperate now. So I know the feds are watching this. So
did she just say she didn't get it? Wait. Hold on, let me rewind that. I know I didn't hear what I just heard.
Every time you talk about my child or my family,
listen, y'all,
I'm going to bury you, period. So as I said,
she's going to bury what? You're burying Luce because you're showing a video that was in the Batty and Beast episode. She literally thought she was showing some exclusive shit. As y'all see on the screen, that was in episode 2. The video and all with him showing the bullet hole is on the Batty and Beast. It's on the fucking TV show. It's old. When did it? Hold on. Batty and the Beast. Let's see when that came out. Let's see when it aired. Batty and... Oops. God damn it. I'm all over the place. And the... Damn, my caps lock. All type of shit. Hold on. Let me take this off. Batty and the Beast. Okay. When did this shit come out? March of 2024. This shit is over a year old. So that shit you showing on your fucking screen right, you know, last night, Gigi, that shit has been on the internet since March of last year. Okay. Literally. She more than childish. She kookadook, right? That's crazy, bro. And people be sucking up. I'm just being real. Like, what are you showing? Well, I'm gonna give this to the FBI agent. Listen to what she says right here. I had to rewind it because it's the part I was listening to.
I did not get the federal agent's name that contacted me last week.
Y'all hear this shit? So wait, a federal agent contacts you about the man you so-called hate, the man you are so desperately trying to expose and get him locked up for the rest of his life. You decided not to get this man's contact information. You decided not to get this man's name, and you decide to not record it or get any receipts. The queen of receipts decided not to get any of this information from this FBI agent. Come on, man. Thank you, Texas. Like I said, we got to be real here. He shouldn't be bashing her. She shouldn't be bashing him. And the reason why is because if the child is his, you don't never want to harm the parent. I can bash her all day. I don't got a child with her. And I'm only going in on her because she keep fucking with me, bro. They keep fucking with me. I respond. She plays victim. But as far as them two, I'm just being honest. Don't bash the parent of your child if y'all separated because it only affects the child. Because what it do? That's all it does. You're never going to see me get on these platforms and talk about the mother of my children, getting along with him or not. Y'all got to understand, once again, if something happens to the mother of my children, guess who it's going to affect? It's going to affect my children. When my children are affected, guess who that affects? It affects me. So why the fuck would I want anything bad to happen to the mother of my children? And it should be the same thing vice versa. Okay? Hold on, let me call my wife. I don't know what she got going on. Where are you? Oh, but you said you was going to get a pan. It's been, I don't know how long. All right, man. All right. Now, let's get back to the audio.
When I am willing to cooperate now. So I know the feds are watching this. So as you can see, let me rewind it for you.
The feds are not watching this. The feds are not watching nothing that has already been on the internet that they probably already got from a year ago. Okay? They're not watching your fucking streams, Gigi.
Agents, so you guys can see. As you can see the dates of the iCloud. As you can see. There's tons of stuff in the iCloud. It's like over 500 videos, pictures, text messages, everything. And it has dates. This was right after the robbery. It's tons and tons of videos. So I can't like obviously download everything. You'd have to like bring a USB cord. But I'm absolutely willing to cooperate and waive my spousal privilege.
All right. So what she's talking about in this part is pretty much what she wrote here. Okay. She wrote the same shit here. So she literally just copied what she said on here and wrote it out. I'm going to waive my spousal privileges and all of this shit right here. She pretty much just wrote out what she already said. I will waive my spousal privileges and do what is needed to end this cycle of abuse. I will fully cooperate. Okay. Nothing new, Gigi.
So yeah, I definitely needed to make that service announcement. Yes, absolutely, you guys. Like when you keep talking about my child and you're talking about my mother and you're doing all this extra stuff, like I said, the people around Luce clearly wants him under the jail. So, hey, I'm game. Like I said, it is what it is.
So, like I said, again, it's the same. She keep talking about the same shit. Now, how many times have I ever heard me say today that the only person that wants him in jail is her? This is like my 6th time saying it. So what I'm saying is I'm only replying to when every time she says it. You're over there saying the same shit to your community over and over and over and over and over. And once again, Gigi, for the 6th or 7th time, the only person that wants Cannon in jail is you. You think because I'm replying to you, defending myself, that, well, if you say something to me, I'm going to show these old ass receipts that already been on the internet for a year or two. You're not doing nothing. There's nothing you're doing that's harming him right now. You think that video was new? I just showed y'all that it's not new. But you got those people over there like, damn, IBM Hoodlum should have shut the fuck up. She just showed a video on his phone of some weed. She just showed a video on his phone of a bunch of money. Man, a video of a guy with a bullet hole in his face. Okay. What does that prove? Exactly. Not a fucking thing. Run the content, bro.
So let's replay that. So anybody, you know, if Luce Cannon snitched on your family or whatever the case may be, go ahead and send the federal agent my way. One contacted me last week. I didn't get their name. I didn't, like I said,
Didn't she just say that? Listen, bro. As I'm telling you, she just has nothing to say. She just said the same shit again about the FBI agent contacted her and didn't get his info. She said it again. She's literally spinning her community in fucking a circle. It says next, play her and Black China Mama got be lying some more. Wait. Next, play her and Black China Mama gotta be lying some more. It says Gigi is looking for clout off of Luce Cannon. I mean, Texas. Remember, everything Gigi was doing now, what she's doing now, she was doing, but she wasn't doing it on the internet. Like I said, she was reaching out to all the people that was connected to Cannon, and everything she's showing y'all on her lives has already been sent to us. Like I said, the first time she communicated with me in March, everything y'all see on her lives, she has already sent to me. Everything, go get something right now from somebody can go get something from her live, any one of her lives. Just go to a random live where she put a receipt on the screen. Screenshot it, send it to my DM, IBM Hoodlum on Instagram, and I promise you, I'm gonna screenshot my phone and put it on the screen, and you're gonna see that I've been had it for months. She's not showing anything fucking new, okay? But anyway, she's saying the same shit again. She didn't get the FBI information. Now she wants someone else to send her FBI info. Crazy work, right? All right, so boom.
Willing to waive my spousal privilege.
She said that again.
Shit off, nigga. Neighborhood crib, nigga.
That's the third time she said I'm gonna waive my spousal privilege. Lord have fucking mercy. She spent 5 minutes saying the same shit over and over and over.
Neighborhood crib.
As you can see, this is how you can see it's his iCloud. He has multiple videos. Obviously, he's taking the video, duh. So I wanted to show this so his boyfriend can zip it and, like, you know, stop making it worse for him.
Look, see? So I can, you're okay. What are you fucking showing, Gigi? This part of the fucking live, she shows a video of Luce Cannon in the mirror with his towel on, talking about, yeah, on neighborhood crib. And then the next video, he's walking, recording himself, saying the same shit. Listen. No neighborhood crib.
As you can see, multiple videos.
What is he doing? What is he doing to Lord have fucking mercy, bruh. Y'all better fucking understand. How old is this woman? 42? This chick's 42 years old, y'all. Okay.
As I said, I couldn't show the videos of, it was there's just so many of them. But I also couldn't show the video of the man who he said he was dying. He was shot up and he was leaking everywhere. I don't know if anybody knows who that man is. This one right here.
He was shot up. We already know that was part of the scene from Batty and the Beast.
Couldn't show the video because it was, and I don't know what to tell you, private stuff, cousin, aunt, anything like that. This,
right, hold on, what she
children and all that, but yes, like, I know that he is not mentally stable, and
I'm gonna hear this part because I never heard this part.
Don't mess with me. Hold
on.
You're absolutely right. I could have, but I didn't. Family, that's my child and my mother, and I don't play about my family. I don't play about those that I love, and that's it.
Let's listen to some more bullshit, y'all.
Period. Absolutely, I could have contacted the feds myself. You're absolutely right. I could have, but I didn't.
Look, they call her out in the chat. Like, you know, you could have just contacted them, right? Why would they reach out to you?
So I'm supposed to continue to let them lie and bully me and be okay? Like, come on now. No. If y'all want to let people do that to your family, then go right ahead. But not my child and not my mom.
Can somebody answer this question for me? And I just want y'all to be honest. Me telling her that I'm gonna have a chit chat with her mom, is that bullying her or her mom, or is that threatening her mom? I'm trying to figure this out right now. Because, you know, I think I've told, roughly 10 to 20,000 people in my lifetime that I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to have a talk to them. So that means I got 20,000 fucking threatening cases and bullying cases, right? I'm like, come on, man. Like, fabricate it. Listen to this shit. Like I said, she's a setup. Like, who said it earlier? She's a type that slam her arm in the door, bruise it up, call the police and say, Cannon hit me. They gonna come see the bruises. Oh, you said he did it? Put your hands behind your back. You're going to jail. He like, what? I didn't do nothing. Well, go prove it in court. That's how this shit go.
Bringing children and mother into it, it's a wrap for you. So I suggest you don't come messing with me. Don't come messing with me. You can come for me all day.
Who's coming to mess with you? You keep fucking messing with me, Gigi. I can guarantee you she will be going live after this. Probably live right now as we speak, talking shit. Her minions is probably in the chat. One of them, at least one or two of them, dissecting everything.
But when you start bringing my child and my mother into it, it's game over, period. So I suggest you guys don't mess with me. I came and made my little channel. You know, while they was going on their big platforms, I didn't bother nobody. I didn't beg nobody to subscribe. I literally made my little channel in private, started making my little videos, sharing my little receipts in my own little bubble.
All right, so let's clean that up real quick. What part is this at? 34:26. Y'all remember that mark? What part of the video? Hold on.
What's up? What? You know what I'm saying? It's time to, you know what I'm saying, finish some shit. Let's get it going.
Hold on. There was a part of this video that I didn't hear.
Thank you. What you looking like over there? It's your birthday.
Let me find it.
Session. It's really weird. I've never like battled another man over some dick. I don't understand. Like, I really don't.
Hold on. Let me see.
Thank you guys. I appreciate around me. Like, you only have 1,000 subscribers.
All right,
like,
boom. Right. Here we go. Here, right.
I can't make this up. But remember, I told you guys,
all right,
boyfriend.
So the reason why I rewound it to the beginning is because she spoke on, I just created my little platform, blase, right? So this is the part I heard earlier when I clicked off of it and was like, you know what? I'm going to react to this while I'm live. Listen.
Just like talk about me nonstop, like an obsession. It's really weird. I've never like battled another man over some.
Teresa, what it do? It says, keep the pressure up. You got her furious. So writing booklets when she's on live. Exactly. And I'm going to keep making her furious. I'm going to keep making her look crazier and crazier because as she responds to me, she gets goofier and goofier and she don't realize that. Okay. She makes herself look dumber and dumber. You're going to have those women advocate like over there, like, well, why are you going at a woman? Well, women should stay in their place and stop fucking provoking men. I'm sorry, but if I'm on the street and I'm minding my business and a woman just came up to me and slapped the shit out of me and I don't know this woman from Adam and Eve, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn around and slap that bitch back. Stay in your place. You shouldn't have hit a man. If you don't want to get hit by one, don't hit him. Okay? All right, listen to what she said, though.
Dick, I don't understand. Like, I really don't. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, I got dressed up for this party.
Listen to this shit, bro.
I got dressed up. I had to be. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Luce's boyfriend is back at it again. And I'm just like, what's happening here? Like, why is your boyfriend obsessed?
I'm back at it again because you made a phone call and you lied on me, Gigi, saying I tagged you in the post, talking shit about you and threatening you and your mom, when in fact you had your people tag me in the post, talking shit about me and my baby mama. And I said I was going to have a chit chat with your mom. That whole story got flipped and reversed. So that's why I made it live and was back at it again, you crazy bitch.
With Let's me. Go. Like, his whole life is just revolved around me. Like,
you hear this shit? My whole life is revolved around her. I'll be sitting here minding my fucking business. Like I said, I ain't went live in 7 days prior to yesterday because I'm over here getting our house, this house that we own, currently getting ready to sell it because we'll be moving to the homestead, the ranch, in July. I haven't went live. I even made an announcement about it. Like, hey, if y'all see me doing a lack of content, it's because I got bigger and better things to do than YouTube, okay? She was running out of content. Damn, if he's not making content, I have no content. So what do? I go make up a lie to my fucking people and then had them calling my phone about it. So yes, I'm going live to defend myself, bitch. Like, you're crazy. But anyways, let's go.
You only have 1,000 subscribers. Like, damn.
You only have 1,000 subscribers. All right, so let's break this down real quick. This YouTube account that I have was an account that I've had since 2012. And you want to know the reason why I've had this YouTube account since 2012? Because whenever you make a Gmail, it automatically makes you a YouTube account. I've had this same email since 2012. I only used to watch YouTube. I didn't know anything about content creating in 2012. Whenever Luce Cannon spoke to us about making a IBM platform on YouTube, he talked to me about it because I was the one that was doing the content on Instagram. He told me, make one over there and we could start running content on YouTube because it's, you know, with more numbers, you know, you want to keep yourself an algorithm. I use my personal account, which is from my Gmail from 2012, to make the IBM World account. Remember, it was IBM World, not IBM Hoodlum, okay? When I made the account to IBM World, go look at it right now. My first video on the IBM World channel was, well, the first live. It was a test 3 months ago. So I officially started fucking with anything that had to do with this shit 3 months ago. And I wasn't even consistent with it, okay? If you look, I was spaced out. I was not consistent with the shit. I was over here just fucking with it here and there, okay? I was not fucking with it like that. My channel decided to grow for the first time when y'all see me get on the live for the first time and go in on Whack 100 because of the shit that Gigi Rainbow Ass told him about me. Remember, the stuff Gigi told him about me is really Gizi's life, not mine. I'm not the one that got caught doing rainbow shit and I can't go back to my hood. That's him. That's his life, not mine. I got that content coming soon too. Okay. But that's when I actually blew the fuck up. That first live I did going in, I had 150 views that day. Okay. The shit just went off. But you don't see me going live 5-6 times a day like Gigi does. Gigi has Whack promoting her. She had Academics promoter. She had Adam 22 promoter. I don't have that promo. I have never even asked Luce Cannon or Charisse to promote this YouTube channel ever in my life. They'll tell you. Okay? I have never in my life told anybody to promote this channel. And if I was so worried about subscribers, don't you think I will be going live every day, 5 times a day like most people do? I've shown that this shit is not that important to me. I will respond to you eventually. But like I said, I'm a homeowner. I own everything we fucking got. Like everything you name, we own. I got so much bigger shit to do than YouTube. I'm not worried about fucking subscribers like you are, Gigi. So let's look at this real quick, right? Hold on. Let's look at something real quick. Right? And let's do the math. Okay? All right. Let's go to her lives, right? Let's look at her ending results of her videos, a lot of her videos, right? 2.3K, 2.7, 2.5, 4, 3.9. You know, she averages about 3 to 4K viewers, all of it total, okay? 1.6, 1.2.1, 1.6. You know, she has some 7.1s, of course. This is a girl that has 7,000 more subscribers than me. A couple of her videos are in the 7s. There's one in 11, but everything averages around 2.3, 2 point, whatever the case may be, right? So let's go to my channel. The guy with no academics promo, no Whack promo, no jumper promo, right? Now go look at my numbers, and I don't even have as much as she have. 3.2, 2.5, 3.7, 2.3, 2.5, 1.4, 1.2. I mean, she should be blowing my shit out the water, right? Am I right or wrong? Looks like you're averaging around the same amount of numbers as me, Gigi, after your live's over. You see what I'm saying? So why are we even speaking about this? Do we have to get a fucking mathematician in here and show you the ratio of which you should be averaging versus me? And they're going to say, hey, well, at this point, you got a bunch of subscribers, but your numbers are not all that. And you have Whack, Adam 22, and Academics promo. They desperately stopped me from getting that promo. You want to know why? Because when Whack had that first conversation with Academics about Luce, Charisse texted him and asked him, can you get on the phone with IBM Hoodlum so he could tell you what's really going on? You want to know what Academics told her? Oh, Wack told me to stay away from the Loose Cannon and Wack situation, so I'm not going to get on the phone with him. 3 days later, he was back on running the Loose Cannon and Wack content. What does Adam 22 do? Wack has him saying that I'm a fucking fan page. We asked, she texts Adam, hey, can Hoodlum get on the... Man, I don't need to lie about this shit, bro. And they make every excuses is because what they call, they're trying to like blackball me. You don't want, trust me, y'all don't want Hoodlum to get that type of promo. Because right now, Gigi, the promo ain't working for you. Let me get that type of promo from big ass platforms like that. I'm gonna blow your ass out the water. And I'll be the one sitting up talking about your little ass channel. I don't care about this shit like that to be worried about somebody else's channel. Like, get the fuck out of here. But here, I'm gonna show y'all right now. When she sent me the response, what Adam said. Look, I'm finna show you, bro. I'm not, man, listen. Trust me, they don't want me to get that type of promo. All right? Like, they big time promote her. They even put her on the Academics phone call, remember? And she got, thank you, she even got Tasha K promo. She got so much promo right now. Your numbers should be way, way higher than mine, Gigi. And here it is. I'm a motherfucker that I could take a week break from this shit and still do slight weight numbers, okay? Hold on, let me show this screenshot real quick. Where's it at? And it's crazy because Adam 22 said something different on his live than what he responded to Charisse. Okay, let me find it. Where the fuck is this screenshot at? Did I pass it up? Hold on. I think I might have passed it up. That was Academic screenshot. Where's Adam's at? Give me the screenshot what Adam responded and said, right? Trying to find it. Hold on. Not in here. God damn it. Find it. Hold on. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Give me a second. Where the fuck is this screenshot at? Damn, I didn't realize that me and Charisse be sending so much screenshots to each other of content. Hold on. Oh, here it go right here. All right, boom. All right, so mind you, when Wack went on, called in to fucking when Adam was live, like I can't even show y'all which live I'm talking about, right? There was a part, no jumper, where he spoke on the situation with me, right? And Wack was on the phone telling him some shit about doxing. They were speaking on somebody from IBM doxing Wack, which they were talking about me. So I told Charisse, I was like, call Adam and tell him to get on the phone with me, because you can't sit here and play victim when you have a picture of my house on your Instagram, which is doxing me. You see what I'm saying? So that's what prompted me to say, hey, ask Adam to let me get on the phone with him. Which live was it? Hold on. It was the one where he was by himself. This one right here.
He's from fucking night.
Let me find out. Let me show you the part where he was on the phone with Wack. Hold on.
I'm his mission.
Listen.
Know who dude is.
Right.
Here we go. Hold on.
Damn right. He was hating in that truck.
So mind you, This is the reason why they have him referring to me as IBM Skittles, because, you know, which Adam 22 has slipped up and said my name a couple of times, because if he says my name too much, he's low-key promoting me, even though he's not siding with me. Okay. So this conversation right here is what prompted us to text Adam about the phone call, right?
You ain't come home with no gold plats, no platinum plats. Promoters ain't calling your phone.
Hold on, let me skip to the
vilifying her.
Nah, bro, like
Listen.
at some point, you know, at some point the disrespect gotta stop, bro. The disrespect to men. I watched you do it to Munchie on your channel. I mean, you know, when you was up
God damn it. Hold on. I'm trying to get this chat on the screen.
there, when you was up there, the disrespect gotta stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially when a motherfucker trying to look out, trying to help you navigate. The disrespect gotta stop, bro. And you know, I've been cool. I ain't been saying nothing. I didn't tolerate a lot of disrespect, Adam. You gotta rewind it, right? Let's rewind it. Let's rewind it to the fake Luce Cannon play. And I accepted the disrespect, didn't say nothing.
What, when you realized that there was another guy named Luce Cannon and that he supposedly like inherited his whole life?
I didn't realize none. Everybody know about Luce Cannon, producer from New York. I mean, shit, that's...
Well, let me skip this a little bit.
There's a lot of niggas there because you didn't know who the fuck these people was. Sitting back, and I'm allowing certain shit to be said. Right? I'm not stupid. If Remo is attacking, listen.
All right, so this is when this is when Wax started talking about what I was doing.
Mistress. That's called
Listen.
to be a bitch. Let's just be real.
I mean, if she said that, yeah, that has a meaning.
She said, I'm his mistress. She's waiting for me to provide something. Don't wait for me. I don't owe you a motherfucking thing.
Right.
And I have provided. I didn't allow you to use my resources that you just made a whole lot of, buddy. When you couldn't get nothing done, my resources got it done for you. Just recently, currently, couple 100,000.
Wait, you made them a couple 100,000?
This is a fact.
How?
I ain't gonna speak on it right now, but motherfuckers keep playing on with me. I'm gonna speak on it. Right? It's getting to a point to where I just sat back and not said nothing. And I don't know what she think or whatever she think is going on, but she got a motherfucking place, bro. Because I'm a motherfucking zip-sale motherfucking fool by nature. So when I'm sitting back and I'm allowing certain shit to be said, right? I'm not stupid. If Remo is attacking, listen, bro.
All right, so right here is what he is talking about me, and he feels like if Luce Cannon is allowing me to do what he's saying I'm doing, then Luce Cannon and Charisse must be ordering me to do it. Okay, this is what he's saying right here.
The hunter side, and my people, my exposers, is attacking your wife, your woman, right? There's no way, Adam.
Right.
And you say, what your people doing? And I'll be like, I don't denounce these clowns. I don't say, I don't fuck with these niggas no more. And they continue.
All right, so remember at this time, Wack had told them on numerous occasions, like, y'all need to cut ties with Hoodlum, y'all need to get rid of him, y'all need to denounce him. You know, it was even a conversation when he was like trying to tell them, like, well, what if he go rogue? Remember at this time, I was putting out content on Wack on Instagram consistently. So he was trying to get them to cut ties with me. So this is part of what he's talking about, because remember, once he disrespected my wife is when I started disrespecting R&B. So now he's speaking on me talking about R&B, but he doesn't tell Adam that he disrespected my wife. Okay, so
to do it, you gotta believe what? I got something to do with it, right?
Sounds a little shady. Yup.
Okay, so I'll let that go. And I'm gonna be real and hear me. Niggas, I know the secrets. I know the rat secrets. I know the rat shit niggas is up to. I know shit niggas been requested from me as a recent, but we done did the math. And I strongly suggest motherfuckers don't fuck with me. Because who I am naturally, and that's that nigga that's on. She got a fucking place. I don't owe her nothing. What the fuck wrong with her big ass mouth going over there calling me out my name? Ain't cool. Until Luce check it, it don't matter. We can keep the disrespect level where it's at. Until you check your bitch and say, bitch, I fuck with dude and dude been helping us. Why are you speaking on him, calling him out his fucking name, telling the world out he owe us something when the nigga that helped us on plays as a reason.
And I'm like I said, she didn't even, at that point, she didn't call him a bitch. She called him a bitch the next week because he disrespected her. Mind you, Charisse has referred to them two as a married couple joking around before they even started the beef. And she always would say, Wack is your mistress because you guys always argue too much. Then all of a sudden, when Luce Cannon starts the beef with Wack, you know, she says it again and he takes it as she's calling me a bitch. She didn't call you a bitch, but yeah.
It is what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's just that simple.
For sure.
There's something weird going on, bro. She ain't no fucking body.
Yo, so what about one of these IBM fan pages who apparently has been like trying to...
Now, boom, right there, okay? Previous to this conversation, when he was talking to Charisse and Luce Cannon called in on this live. He actually referred to me as my name, IBM Hoodlum. I can pretty much tell you that he got a text message, probably from Wack, saying don't say his name, because when he says my name, he's promoting me. Now he's referring to me as an IBM fan page. Listen to this shit. This shit is cold. They didn't want to give me no promo because I was already a threat to them on Instagram. Then when they see me hit YouTube, they're like, okay, this dude knows what he's doing. He know how to fuck with this internet shit. And I keep telling y'all, I've been dealing with content for 9 years. 9 years ago, Wack and him didn't know nothing about this internet shit. This is my motherfucking playground, and they don't understand that. If I really want to go in with this shit, oh, trust me, I would. I've been doing it too long. That's why y'all like, damn, like, you know what you're doing, because I have a history of it. I've been doing it. But listen.
All them little dudes, Adam, them is the same little dudes that'll say, hey, Adam, your wife's getting fucked by over here. They want us to say something back. See, here go the thing. Dude instructs them dudes, do this, he gonna say something back and build your pain.
Boom.
You know what we do, Adam? We ignore.
There you go. I just said it to y'all. He's basically insinuating that we're just going at them for no reason to get them to respond, to say our name, and we not gonna do that. What do? We ignore them. That's not what was happening. But he just basically spoke on and said exactly what I said, the reason why they didn't want to say my name.
We don't give them what they want. They little dudes.
Okay, shout out Compton Rick Rock for the $5. I appreciate you.
Right? But at the end of the day, I'm not no fucking fool. The quieter I am, the more I know it. He know that. And he knows she out of line, homie.
I know I didn't say nothing bad about her mom. I just said I'm going to have a chit chat with her.
You don't go on no fucking platform I gave you keys to.
So let me rewind it to you when he was on the phone with Charisse. And you can tell he got a text message saying, hey, you said his name. And then he changed it up to, well, he is a fan page. Watch this shit.
Boundaries with men and disrespect. You have one godfather to shit support that kind of movement.
Yeah, so
yeah, when you check that out, you'll see I never did. Academics actually say those things. If my husband was on the live, he actually said, "Wax my guy, I love."
He was that was that serious that he's the godfather. Holy shit!
I didn't give him that time.
Oh shit! Okay. Charisse, let me ask you this. Does it bother you at all that people are leaking your OnlyFans content on Reddit and whatnot?
Hold on, let me get to the part where he says it.
Blood pressure went through the
walk too.
Right.
So we were a match made in heaven.
Wow. Did you see the Traplo Ross documentary where he paints Luce as being some sort of like associated with it or something like that? Are you totally fully like in line?
Okay, here we go.
IBM hoodlum guy is basically
to my videos.
So if you notice right here, right, Adam is reading a text. He's reading something that somebody texted him, and in the text they fucked up and put my name, and he said it. And then the next time he refers to me, what does he refer to me as? A fan page. Because somebody shot him a text after he slipped up and said my name, which promos me. And then you hear Wack talking about it, saying, hey, we don't acknowledge these dudes. They want us to say his name. I didn't ask for none of this. I didn't even know this was going on. Charisse called me like, oh, go to Adam's live. We just called in. Go listen to it. And I went to it and I listened to it, and that's how I caught all this. Listen to this shit.
Put me in line. But okay, so I was no disrespect to Luce, but
Thank you.
how do you feel about that the IBM hoodlum guys basically pushing an angle that basically Whack is trying to put the no jumper fight video out there, hoping that there will be charges associated with it or something like that? No,
that's bullshit. He just read that from a text message. I wonder who y'all think he reading that text message from. Let's see if anybody's smart in the chat. He's reading a text message, okay? Not his chat. He's reading a text message. Who do you think texted him that to say that? And realized he fucked up and slipped up and said my name, and that same person texted him again and said, then say his name again. Who do you think he reading that text from? Because Whack, thank you, right? Now that's bullshit. I'm not doing that. What I told you guys was I had previously tried to shed light on 600 being the first one to put the video on the internet, which as a gang member, when you first seen that video, I don't give a fuck if Jacques Cousteau told you to put that on the internet. You wasn't supposed to put it on the internet, 600. I don't give a fuck if Cannon told you to do it. I don't give a fuck if your wife, 600, told you to do it. When I seen that shit that morning on fucking 600 YouTube, like I told y'all, my story's never going to change. I watched the whole fucking thing and was like, what the fuck? This is not supposed to be on the internet. I rewound the motherfucker, screen recorded the whole thing, and went through again, ended it, and I immediately called Luce and said, Luce, remember at this time, nobody from IBM had made a phone call to me and said, hey, this went down at No Jumper. The first time I heard of anything going down at No Jumper or seen anything was from 600 YouTube. And that's how I got the motherfucking video the first time before the raw footage was actually sent to me later on in the day. I called Cannon and say, hey, I seen what happened, that shit ain't supposed to be in the internet. I'm like, 600 put that video on the internet. He like, what? Because I'm going to call you back. He called him. He said 600 said he was going to take it down. What happened? He didn't take it down. YouTube took it down. But like I said, the video was up for 6 or 7 minutes at that time. Everybody clipped the motherfucking video up. So as I tried to shed light on 600 being the first one to put the video on the internet is what incriminated everybody, because like I said, anything after 600 putting it on the internet, it's fair game. You put the video on the internet for the police to grab it, 600. So at that point, anybody else after that is not in the wrong, because nothing changes from their video to your video, you idiot. You put the raw footage. He put the raw footage out. Then he tried to double back and say, well, my shit was edited. No, it wasn't edited, because they wouldn't have flagged your page for it. The video I had was from your fucking shit. You put the raw footage out, 600. Why you think everybody around YouTube is saying 600, 600? Alex Alonso didn't know the fuck IBM hoodlum was back when that shit happened, and he was in the chat today. Didn't nobody know who I was if I was the one to put the fucking video out first, but that's when I started telling Luce to watch 600, because as a nigga that banged from 60s, any gang member, real thoroughbred gang member would have looked at that video like I did and say, this is not supposed to be on the internet. This, and this could good niggas put away for years. Why did he put it on the internet? So I started looking at it like, this nigga's the police. Why the fuck would you put that shit on the internet? After that, it's fair game. It was already out there. I told y'all, Luce told me like, fuck it. Once it went viral, because everybody fucking clipped his YouTube and put it on the internet, he was like, hoodlum, if you want to post it, eat off of it. And I still told Luce, even what? 6 hours later, I'm still not putting the raw footage out. So if you go look at the one on my Instagram, the gun, the nakedness, the shit, all that shit is edited out of my video. I clipped it out because I posted it later. Like, come on now. But that's what I try to point out. But listen to it.
You totally
what told him to say.
Things. I know everybody was doubting that even Lil Durk was going to be on our podcast interview this past Sunday, and look what happened. We made.
You see, he was reading the text right there. Look.
We made history. Durk never did an interview since his.
The IBM hoodlum guys basically pushing an angle that basically Whack is trying to put the no jumper fight video out there.
I never said Whack put the fucking no jumper fight video out there. Y'all know who I've been seeing put the motherfucking video out on the first time, and everybody knows who put it out on the internet for the first time. I ain't never say nothing about Whack putting that shit on the internet. I know Whack ain't the one that put it on the internet. One thing I can say is Whack sent it around to his team in Clubhouse the next morning. But I never said Whack put the video on the internet. I had never seen Wack upload anything from that video on the internet but a clip he had posted. This is when it already had went viral. Okay. Remember, it already had went viral. Wack 100 was, remember, if you guys pay attention, everybody insinuated that Marciano was Wack, and they went around that Wack 100 got his ass beat at No Jumper. Remember, Wack had to prove that that wasn't him, so Wack made a post. Do I got that post? Hold on. I think I got that post. Let me find it. I think it's on my motherfucking Facebook, or did I remove it? Let me see real quick. Hold on. He made a post pretty much pointing out who he was in the video and who Marciano was in the video. And I think I shared that. Let me see if I still got it. Hold on. That was the only thing I seen Wack ever post about the No Jumper situation, as far as like any footage or any pictures of it. Okay. And I think I shared it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it at? Hold on. I'm almost there. I gotta go down far. Sorry about that, y'all. But I know I posted it. If I'm not mistaken, I know I posted that post that Wack posted to prove that that wasn't him getting beat up. Bro, what the fuck is it, bro? What month is this? January. So yeah, it's coming up. I know he posted it not too long ago after the No Jumper fight. So, and I know I put it on my Facebook. I know I'm not tripping. Damn, I didn't realize I was posting so much on Facebook around this time. January 12th. Right here. And here it is right here. All right, so I shared this on my Facebook from his shit on January 1st. Okay. Am I able to put this in my Instagram chat? Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Give me a second. Integrity for money. Boom. There. All right. So the first time I ever seen Wack even post anything with the No Jumper footage in it was when he made this post, and it was pretty much basically saying it wasn't me in the video getting beat up. Right here. Here's this post right here. I shared it. Look, Wack 100 Scarface. Sorry, try again. Y'all 0-5. He had made this post right here. This is the only time I ever seen Wack post anything from the No Jumper fight. Okay, so for Adam 22 to say what he said, I never said anything about Wack putting the video out there.
That there will be charges associated with it or something like that. Are you totally fully?
And nobody
like,
ever said anything charges associated. All I said was whenever 600 put that video out, you handed the DA a case on them. That's exactly what I said. I said you handed the DA a case when you put the video on the internet, 600, which is absolutely correct. When you put the video on the internet, 600, you handed the fucking district attorney a case. You just ratted on everybody. Everybody that was involved in that situation, the moment you put the video on the internet for the first time, you ratted on every last one of them. Like I said, after that, you can't blame nobody else for using it as content because you already put it out there. Nothing changes at that point. Nothing changes. Okay. But anyways,
in communication.
Back to Gigi.
I can't make this up. But remember, I told you guys, I said, you know, that I'm doing my series, posting receipts and all that good stuff, right?
All right, so yeah, let me speed it up. What was that? 34 what? What was that timestamp? You know, she wanted to talk about, you know, my little 1,000 subscribers and all of that. Like 34:26. Like I said, I don't have the promo behind me. I'm not consistent with this shit. I'm not going live 5 times a day. I'm just little old hoodlum defending me and the people I fuck with. Okay. She's the one over here riding her high horse. She's the one on phone calls with academics. Oh yeah, I wanted to show y'all the screenshot of hold on. Before we get to that, Ross said that he said something different on his live than what he told Charisse about getting on the phone call with me. Now let me show you how motherfuckers is, bro. This shit's so scandalous. I'm gonna let y'all hear his response live to where all those thousands of people can look at me and who he says I am versus what he texted her. Okay, so let me find it. Hold on.
Travis,
it's when he got back on his phone and he read the text from Charisse. Hold on, let me find it.
Reality show and fucked my wife with me, right?
I gotta find it. Hold on. I think it's right here. Hold on, let me see.
Say something, and then he gonna get mad because I'm his woman. And
oh nah, he's still on the phone with he's still on the phone with Whack. Hold on, let me see.
See what you see, right?
Hold on, let me find it.
Somebody to spend $10,000 on you.
It's when he picked up his phone again and he read Charisse's text. Hold on.
Interesting.
Decided to collab on a part.
Where's it at?
To his
Not right
second.
here. Hold on.
Together, we weren't in a relationship. We were still married, but we weren't, sleeping with each other. We weren't together. We were living together only because I had just had our daughter, and I had a C-section, right there? So I really had nowhere to go. So
look at that photo.
Hold on, was that the part right there? Did I miss it? Hold on. When he was on his phone. Hold on. Because he read her message and then he said something after that. Let me see.
2,800 people watching would love to.
Hold on, let me find it. I'm going to just show you how they get down with this shit, bro. With this internet shit.
2,800 people watching.
Where's it at?
Nowhere to go. So
look at that photo.
Hold on.
The way she's looking at him is very.
Come on, where is this part at, man?
Is this Luce? Oh no.
Hold on, let me find it for y'all. I should have took the timestamp from
50 more members. Gift 50.
Hold on.
And then he's got, little minions around him to support the lies. And then, next thing you know, you don't know what to believe, even though you have the proof in front of your face.
Okay, all right. How about Nas?
No, Nas is cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
what was it like when you were working with him? Anything about him that you...
Oh, where's this fucking timestamp at, bro? When he read Charisse.
So props to Luce for being.
Hold on, let me find it.
In a while, though, he would pick up a bag here and there and contribute to the family.
Yes.
But it was
if I can't find it, I'll just tell you what he said.
We've been homeless. We've been sleeping in the car. We've slept in hotels. Like I said, it was very inconsistent. So,
I can go through the transcripts,
by the time
right?
We got together later. When
he said he called me he was like, I'm not going to get on the phone with a Clubhouse celebrity. Mind you, I don't even fuck with Clubhouse like that. So let me go to the transcripts. I'll find it. Hold on.
Together.
Those transcripts,
and then
right?
It would be inconsistent. Then I'd have to start working in it.
See, I want to move to Vegas and live in a fucking big ass house like this.
5 hours,
like $1 million.
2 seconds.
My house is like way more than that. Not as big as this. Huge yard. Put a fucking quarter pipe in the front yard. Actually, no, I don't want people to know where I live, so I take that back. Actually, in Vegas, what do I care? They can know where I live.
Let me find it. I'm gonna find this shit. I'm gonna let y'all hear it yourself.
For some odd reason, I don't know why.
And where did you guys live at?
We lived in Riverside, California, and Corona, California.
And what was family life like under?
I gotta figure out where he said it. Let me find it.
So I have an older daughter, only one child outside of me and his daughter together. She was a teenager at the time, so I mean, it was okay. 16, 17. So she wasn't home a lot. She didn't know anything about the abuse or anything like that. Like I said, it has its ups and downs. With Tremaine, it's like a roller coaster. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what chaos and drama. It was a lot of chaos and drama he created, falling out with his brother. They were going to war at times. Things like that, just him and the homies, him making up stories. Oh, I just got shot 10 times and they calling me. It was always some dramatic. It was like being in a movie. You just never know which scene was going to be today. So it was always.
I just got shot 10 times? You're saying he lied about that?
Some drama.
So you was aware of these lies he was telling to other people, or like, for example, getting shot 10 times. He can't get away with telling you that because you see his body every time.
Correct. So it was always like, oh no, they were gonna shoot me. It was always whenever you get caught in a lie, then it just.
That is some crazy ass liar type behavior. They were gonna shoot me, just completely change up the story. That's crazy.
Rolls over with another lie. So it was always something to undercut the lie. So it was never it was a never ending lie. It was one lie, then you bust them out. Then it's another lie, and then you bust them, and it just kept going. It was always insane.
Now, did he ever make any claims about hip hop, rap, music, and people that he worked with?
Not at that time. No. I knew he did Bringing Back California.
I mean, how are you producing for Drake and Nas?
Where the fuck is this time?
And you're telling this woman that you own Subways. But you're not mentioning that you produced for a few of the greatest rappers of all time. That seems pretty unlikely. That seems very strange. Am I wrong? Like, I would think that you would probably lead with that, Like for me, if I'm back on the single scene and I start dating around,
this
probably
part,
not going to take me too long to mention that I've produced music for all these legends, right? I don't know.
I think, I don't even remember a year when he was a teen with Nipsey Hussle and YG. But when I had met him, there was no talks of, he wasn't a rapper. That wasn't his.
Let me see, man. I got to just see when he grabbed his phone. When he grabbed his phone is when he said it.
Like 2 rental minutes. Agreement that.
Did he do it when he came back?
Clark County Clerk's Office.
I'm gonna find this fucking part, bro. Where is this fucking part at, bro? Yeah.
Mushrooms were surging through
my
my
trying
body.
to find
I
this
felt
part.
it.
Just hold on, give me a second.
I knew the.
Subways.
How to pipe.
All right, fuck it. I can't find it. But anyways, my whole point was he referred to me something different. He called me he was like, I'm not gonna get on the phone with no clubhouse celebrity. And then he turns around and this is what he texted her. So like I said, he said something in front of thousands of people, like I said, because they don't want to promo me. But he texted her this. Hula wants to call in. Can I give you your number? Please no. I got to get off in a minute. Maybe in the future. Okay, when will you be on next? Tomorrow at 4. We're gonna do no jumper show. Okay, thanks. Mind you, he referred to me as a clubhouse celebrity, and he's not gonna get on the phone with me while he was live when he was reading that from her. You see what I'm saying? So you can pretty much see everything and how they operate and how they never wanted to mention my name for a reason. You feel me? So, all right, 3426. Go back to a bit crazy Gigi right here. All right.
And I why I wasn't originally like, oh, here you go. It wasn't that I was protecting him. It was like, I know that he is not mentally stable, and I know that he has people with him that want to see him go down. So I was trying to wait until to see if it was going to continue, because I could take a lot. But like I said, once he started mentioning my mother, because first it was my daughter, now it's my mother.
Okay, wait. I've always said something good about Legacy. Like I said, I mentioned Legacy because she deserves better. I hope she doesn't inherit the mental issues that she has. I've never said anything bad about Legacy. So now once you mention my daughter, now you mention my mom, it seems like when I'm not saying anything bad about anybody that she deals with, she turns it into I'm threatening them. Okay.
So once you start doing that, you're putting mothers' names and information on social media. That's when it's go time. It's a wrap.
You can, I don't know if you can click on it, Trav, or at their name. Adam, I see nobody in no jumper, but I'll hit him right.
So, you know, that's not going to happen. So, like I said, everybody, you know, could do what they will with their own children and all that. But yes, she has a child with him too. So clearly she's not thinking about her child. So she should probably think about that.
She thinks about her child all the time. No, his mom is
not enabling him. That's not, no, she's not. His family is not disclaiming my daughter or anything like that. His family has nothing to do with, you know, their shenanigans.
I know, but his family has nothing to do with what he does as a man. You know, you got those people that's gonna like, oh, that is my niece or whatever the case may be. But like I said, if he wants to say it's not his child until he gets a DNA test, that's on him. Like, what are we reaching for, Gigi? No. All right, let's speed this up a little bit.
When you're getting beat constantly and you take that in silence because you like platforms.
Okay, so I'm trying to look for these super receipts from her live. That's so
that he's gonna get is what he's getting now.
Because at this point, it's still the same video from the Betty and the Beast clip on the screen.
And he was like 22 at the time, 21 at the, you know, calling my bluff. Oh, Reese the Beast, I love you. Shout out to Reese the Beast.
Call him what bluff?
What else? Let's talk about something else now. I just needed to make that public service announcement, share those receipts because, you know, people were.
So right here, it sounds like she's ending her receipt campaign. In all her receipts, I have them on my phone and been having them on my phone. What are you showing that's fucking new? So once again, let's rewind to a couple of my lives ago. I said it, and I said it clear as day. The content that Gigi is running is based off of what I do, which lets me know they had nothing. Remember, Wack was on No Jumper telling Adam, man, this girl got so many motherfucking videos from that man iCloud because he was signed into her iCloud. She has so many videos, right? She has so many videos, and I keep telling her to stop sending them to me because there's so many. What the fuck's this? This shit ain't nothing new. This is the videos. This is the shit that's gonna put him under the fucking prison. How? The shit's already been on the internet. Ain't nothing new. Shit's crazy, right? Exaggerating, fabricated, wolf tickets, all fucking bullshit. And she got y'all believing like I said, if you want to be boo-boo the fool and be like, because there's a video of some weed, that's a problem, or there's a video of some money, that's a problem, and because a video of a man saying he got shot in the face, that's a problem. Nothing in those videos, nothing she's showing incriminates Luce.
Beast, I love you. Shout out to Reese the Beast.
She has nothing. She's stone cold dead in the water.
Ooh, Pearl Lux. Shout out. Y'all everybody tell Pearl happy birthday. Put some cakes in there. Happy
Remember,
birthday,
in the beginning
Pearl.
of the live, I got the receipts. It's on. Motherfuckers want to play with me. His people, his boyfriend want to keep coming at me. Watch these receipts today. Damn, you using those as content? I could have been used those shits. Like I said, this shit's so fucking fabricated, bruh.
We love you. Tell my mod happy birthday. Today's her birthday, y'all. Have y'all seen her picture? Have you guys seen what my mod looks like?
Everything she's put on the screen, I was able to put it on the screen too and show y'all that it's old. Like, this shit is wild, bro.
Luce is cooked. Yeah, he is.
Luce is cooked. You hear this? Luce is cooked. Oh, because you found a video in his phone of his cousin saying he got shot in the face. Or the bags of weed that was in the video. Or maybe a bunch of money, you know, you insinuated, you know, that was weed he stole or robbed or, you know, fuck out of here.
It's all because of his boyfriend and his baby mama. They're cooking him in a frying pan.
Oh, shit. I got pictures of some weed in my phone. Did we rob somebody? Oh, my God. I got pictures of marijuana in my phone right now. Robbed somebody for it. Because there's pictures in my phone of it. This shit's so dumb, bro. Like, this is the shit they really over there supporting, bro. Listen to this shit,
Absolutely. Man. And I'm serving them up on a dish. Like, what do you thought this was?
Shit, I also got videos of hella money in my phone, too. I guess I robbed somebody for it. Did we rob somebody, Shelby, for it? Oh, my God.
Like, come on now. Y'all put that cake in there. It's Pearl, my mod's birthday, y'all. Tell her happy birthday.
Let's speed it up. She still has the same video.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to block your comment. Wait, what? Oh my God, you guys know.
All right, so pretty much her receipt party ended at that point, right? And like I said, there's nothing different that she showed. There's nothing new. All these explosive videos that can really harm Luce Cannon. If his IBM team keeps harassing me, which she's harassing me, if that's what you want to call it, I'm going to put these videos out that's going to get him life in prison. This bitch had a receipt party. It showed everything that's already on a fucking TV show that's been out for over a year. This shit is mind boggling. Hey, Gigi, is this what we doing? Is we gonna just keep going back and forth with this shit? Stop fucking with me, because I'm gonna debunk everything you do over there. You are fucking fabricated and you're a fraud. You're fake, you're a liar, you're obsessed, and you're crazy. Please, like, I told Wack today, I'm gonna keep it real. I woke up to a couple text messages from Wack, okay? And when I went and took a nap, he actually FaceTimed me 3 or 4 times, but I was asleep, so I didn't see it. And I told him, like, just tell her to stop fucking with me and I won't respond to her no more. And he told me, I'm gonna keep it real. Wax said, okay, I'm gonna get on top of that. Dead homies, he told me that. Just stop fucking with me. Stop trying to find ways to create content and then play victim, Gigi. Because like I said, at the end of the day, we can lay out all the receipts and I can show every step of how you reached out to me. We had a cordial conversation. 2 months went by, and the next thing you know, I get a text message from you talking shit, which led up to me calling you, never threatened you, and I'll show you the pattern of behavior of you poking at me to get me to respond, and then you turn around and, oh, he's harassing me. I can show that too. But like I said, the fucking audacity to talk about my child, my mom, and this and that, and motherfuckers is threatening my child as we fucking speak. Like, let's get real, man. Gigi, you're a fraud through and through. And I'm glad there's a lot of people waking up to who she is. Because in due time, I keep saying it, in due time, that shit is going to fall apart over there. You're going to have the ones that stagger along because they're going to be like, I fuck with Gigi, I'm just going to support her. But any motherfucker with common sense over there gonna wind up leaving that community because I'm like, this is a bunch of bullshit. Is we gonna keep hearing about how Luce fucks you over for the rest of their fucking, time spending with you? Like, do something different. I'm to the point, and I'm keeping it real with y'all. I'm to the point to where I want to do what I want to do with content. And I've told y'all, I like to play video games. If you don't want to support me when I be on here going live playing video games, so be it. But at least I'm on here doing what I like to do instead of fucking going at fucking crazy ass psychotic Gigi. I want to be on here, play my video games, play GTA, get my community to join me in the Discord so y'all can play with me, shit like that, do giveaways, give back to my community, stuff like that. I don't want to keep coming up here addressing somebody that's not even 2% on my level. Not financially, none of that shit. Gigi don't own nothing. Gigi don't got nothing. She ain't got no money. She ain't got none of that. I got a lot to lose. Trust me. So yes, I do want to get to the other shit that I really want to do with if I'm going to do this shit. So if Gigi stop fucking provoking me and doing stupid shit, she ain't got to worry about me getting on here talking about her. As simple as that. And a simple phone call can change all that. She can literally just call me and be a woman and be like, you know what, my bad. And I could tell her the same thing, you know what, my bad. And we leave it at that. But when you're desperate for this shit, as she's shown, you're going to find ways to keep trying to make content and keep fucking involving me in it. I'm not worried about that woman. I don't care what she does. I don't care who she's with. I don't care who she's obsessed with. But when you keep fucking lying on me and putting my name in shit, I'm going to respond every time. And then you put my fucking kids in it. My wife got put in it, all type of shit. Remember, somebody that was supposed to be my best friend, like my brother, got mixed up in this shit and he turned on me for these motherfuckers, bro. All over clout. This is what this is about. Like, come on, man. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. Pretty much. That's it. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to this live, man. I'm about to get up out of here. It's already 11 my time. We'll see if she says anything or respond because, like I said, I'm going to call her out every time. Your little receipt party is old as fuck. If anybody wants the proof that it's old as fuck, just DM me and I will send to you how old this shit is. You showed nothing new that wasn't already on the internet, GG. So stop making these people feel like you got this exclusive content and it's going to put Luce Cannon under the prison. It's already on the internet. It's on the show. I just showed y'all, didn't I? What she tried to do, if you go watch it, she only showed the video of the man shot in the face. But she don't show that it was episode 2 of fucking Baddie and the Beast, bro. Like, the bitch is so cold and calculated, bro. I showed y'all, though. I'm the actual receipt king. Don't ever put yourself on my level, Gigi. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to dissect it, tear it apart, and put all of it together. Literally, I literally be having people challenge me in the chat, like, a man not claiming his kid, that's pathetic. What did Alex Alonso say? Well, he don't know if that's his kid yet. And then when I say that, well, do you think it's a good thing that he can? I'm not saying that, but he has the right to say this is not my child if there's no DNA test done. If she gave him doubts, he has a right to his doubts. And they'll still say something after that. I'm like, well, like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what is up with y'all, bro? If there's no DNA test done, the judge can't even put a... Shelby, can the judge put Luce Cannon on child support right now because Gigi got IVF? No. That shit don't mean nothing. Get the fucking DNA test, Gigi. Prove to the world... Well, you trying to prove Luce Cannon is this terrible person because he's not claiming your child. Isn't this what this is about, right? She literally admitted, I started doing this because they disrespected my child on a live platform, right or wrong. And all they said it was, the baby's not his. So if this is what this is about, prove to the world, Gigi, that the baby is his. Right. And then there it is there. He's in a place where you can't run. Oh, I ran from a DNA test for 3 years. Soon as I went to prison, bingo, they got me. They couldn't wait to get my motherfucking ass. They coming right up there and they forcing you to swab your mouth. If you don't admit to being a daddy, and there's 2 ways. You got to either admit, like with my kids, with Daisy, you know, I'm the deadbeat, you know, that don't do shit and all that. I knew them was my kids. So I didn't do no DNA test. I'm like, them is my babies. I know that. With the other one, I knew it was my baby too. But what did I do? I did the same shit Luce Cannon was doing. Because at that time, this bitch was putting me through hell. Okay. I know what triggers her. That ain't my motherfucking baby. Literally, nigga. Okay, child support, child support, child support. That ain't my baby. You see what I'm saying? Like, what Luce Cannon did is typical. I did it before. 3 years, I was, that ain't my baby. Bitch ass nigga, I'ma kill you. Like, I was triggering her. She had motherfuckers shooting at me. I was beefing with motherfuckers, all type of shit, all because I kept saying it wasn't my baby. But when I went to prison, I couldn't run from it no more. Like I said, I got out, I had the DNA test. She started some shit with me when I got out of prison. I had the DNA test in my hand, like, bitch, it ain't my baby. They was a lie. They got somebody else's DNA. Like, I was just triggering her. But his behavior is typical when you're beefing with the mother of your child. You guys spot each other. You say crazy shit about each other. You throw each other under the bus. We hear it all the time. You want to know what's a go-to for baby mamas when their baby daddy gets locked up? What do they always say? Oh, he must be gay because he likes going to jail. Like, we always got to get the gay shit put on us. Well, you went to prison, so you got fucked in the ass. Prison is not like what the mood y'all see in the movies, bruh. It's not. The politics is there and all that, but you're not going up there getting raped in the ass, bro. That's not what it is, especially if you gang bang. If you gang bang, you're going to hit the fish tank with this classification. If you STG'd, if you're not STG'd and you bang, you better tell them you do bang, because if they don't have you affiliated, they're going to place you in a unit with your motherfucking ops and because they don't know where to put you. So it's better to be on gang file if you hit the yard so they know where to put you. But you're not going to go hit the yard and you gang bang and they put you with your homies and you're just going to be somebody bitch. No, they don't do that to those type of people at all, okay? But this is what bitter baby mamas do. They're going to put the worst on your name. He did this, he did that, he does this, he does that. It's typical. Like I said, and what does the baby daddy do? Bitch, it ain't my baby. Right. And then the niggas that don't, like I always say, if somebody doesn't like me, they're just going to co-sign with that and they're going to even make it worse. She gonna say, well, I heard he gay because he went to prison. When it get to one of my ops, oh, he got fucked in the ass in prison. When it get to my second ops, oh, they beat him up, did this, and fucked him in the ass in prison. It's gonna keep cycling. That's just what it is. But my whole point is, when you go through the shit that Luce and Gigi went through, it's typical behavior. She's doing the scorn shit. He's doing the it's not my baby shit. That's his way of getting to her. Right. Toxic. That's all it is. And like I said, Cannon, though, Cannon know what it is with that, but he's the type like, no, I want a DNA test. I'm going to spite you even more, bitch. I did the same thing. I knew that baby was mine. I got a DNA test. I'm going to put your DNA test. That ain't my baby. I knew it was my baby the whole time. I'm going to make it harder. I'm going to make her go crazy. I'm going to fuck with her like she's fucking with me. That's what we're seeing in this situation, but her community is over the top. Oh, he's a fucking coward and a piece of shit for not claiming his child. What? Bro, y'all grow up where I grew up at. That shit is regular. Homies be bragging about that shit. I told the bitch the other day that ain't my baby. The niggas get to laughing about that shit. Yeah, that bitch got to tripping when I said that. I only said it to her because I know it'll piss her off. Like, this is what we do, bruh. But this is why it's so important when you have children. You might want to be married when you have children. You don't want to be the baby mama, baby daddy situation, because this is the behavior and typically the outcome of just being baby mama, baby daddy. See, when you married and have children, it's a little different. You see what I'm saying? Their situation, yeah, they so-called was married, but it don't seem right. But it don't seem legit because there is issues before he started dealing with Gigi with a previous marriage, supposedly. Like, she knew what came with this. Like, you got to understand this. When women deal with men, they know exactly what the fuck they're dealing with when they deal with them. My baby mama Daisy, okay? I'll never bash her. But there's something that she always says to me all the time, like she always like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a hoe, okay? I was a hoe as a teenager. Yes, I cheated on Daisy. I cheated on her a bunch of times. I did her wrong. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, my baby mama always tells me, like, you know, you stole my childhood from me. Like, you did me so wrong. You know what I mean? And I sit back like, yeah, I did. But Daisy, you knew what type of dude I was when you met me. And she like, what do you mean? When I met my baby mama Daisy, mind you, I was roommates at this time, right? Me and 3 other dudes in high school, we were roommating and we rented out a house, right? It was me, Brandon, Terrell, and Marcus, okay? Brandon was the best friend of my baby mama's brother, okay? And his name was Jaime. So he used to always let Jaime come to our house. Like, we literally used this high school house. We was in high school. All of us in high school. We all had jobs and we went out of the house. We used to literally party out of this house, but we lived there. Jaime, which is Brandon's best friend, wind up bringing his sister over one day, which was Daisy, my baby mama. When Daisy met me, I'm sitting in my living room at a bar, tonguing my girlfriend up at the bar. Rana, she's an Asian chick. Came over there every day. Daisy stayed over there for a week. Rana was with me every day for a week straight. Rana went home on the 7th day. That 7th day, at nighttime, guess who was in my room with me that 7th day at night? Daisy. So she already knew what it was from me off rip. You just seen me for a whole week with my girl, and you decided to say, I want him, and went in my room with me. So you knew I was a hoe. You knew what type of nigga I was. So you can't just blame me for how I got down. Yes, I was a hoe. Fuck it. I cheated on you, but you knew who you was dealing with. When I always tell niggas, I used to tell my homies when they used to be on social media, they used to be like, oh, this bitch bad. Look. They show me a picture of the bitch. She on the counter in her panties with the little ass picture. That right there shows you everything about her. Like, this what you want to fuck with? So when you start dealing with her and she fuck you over, the picture tell you she was gonna fuck you over. She had her ass out on the counter for every nigga to see it. Right. Oh, and where did Luce meet Gigi? On a fucking stripper pole. Like, come on. Like, we got to be realistic about every fucking thing, bro. And I hate that these communities be delusional because they choose to be delusional because of who they support. Let's be realistic here. She knew she knew who she was dealing with. Luce knew who he was dealing with. I was never attracted to the bitch with her ass on the fucking counter. That showed me one thing. She fuck with multiple niggas. Multiple niggas is communicating with her, hitting her up. She got her ass out there for everybody to see it. So me involving myself with the girl with the ass on the counter, I know what I'm up against if I choose to deal with her. So when my little poor heart gets broken because she cheated, well, the picture said she was going to fuck with somebody else. She put her ass out there for other niggas to see it. Nah, that's not my type. I need casual look. The one with the glasses, the one that look like a geek. Those are the ones, bro. You see what I'm saying? So we're not going to just place blame on nobody else. We know who we deal with when we deal with them. And people, I hate to saying like, well, he wasn't like this in the beginning. Yes, the fuck he was. It's just because there's a baby involved, so there's different emotions. You knew motherfucking Daniel was cheating and shit. You met him. You met him cheating on his girl with you, and that's how you got him. Like, come on. He was cheating on his girl with you. That's how he wound up with you, and you can't believe that he's doing you wrong? Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's called entitlement. Like, nobody is realistic in this situation. Me going after a girl in a strip pole says it all for me. Like, come on, bro. Gigi on her live lying again all over. She got a mental disorder. What did I just say? She probably gonna go live. Bro, she's predictable. And what do I always say? When you are predictable, I can control you. I'm literally controlling when she creates content. Y'all see that? So she's a puppet. She's a puppet at this point. All I got to do is go on here and hit triggers. I know Gigi's triggers already. I already know what it is. See, what she don't understand about me is I just don't give a fuck. So I'll sit here all day and keep going at your ass. I don't give a fuck. I don't. We got money. We own everything. Our kids is well taken care of. Do you want me to go show you I just made a, let me show y'all, right? I just made a video of my motherfucking deep freezer last night, bro. Like, we don't need food. Like, we got money. We got cars. We own homes. What else do we I can sit here and do this shit all day if I chose to. Because the simple fact that I got kids, I can't do it. Like, my kids be wanting my attention. They be wanting my undivided attention. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. They hate when I get up here and do this content shit. They be like, oh, you can't play the game with me, but you could do a video for Luce Cannon. I swear to God, my baby be telling me this shit. Oh, you can't help me do this, but you can go post content on Luce Cannon. Like, this is what my kids be telling me. So that's a sign like, okay, you know, I got to chill out. Look, this is my deep freezer. And this is the deep freezer in my garage. The deep freezer is supposed to look like. Oh, we got it all, bro. Like, I don't need nothing. I can sit here and just continuing to do this shit and do this shit and do this shit and do this shit and do this shit. Like, come on, bro. Got food, got money, got cars, got homes, got houses. Like, what the fuck else do I need to do? I can sit here and just keep going at your ass, Gigi. I got all the time in the world. Just leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. Just leave me the fuck alone. Just leave me the fuck alone. Stop going behind closed doors, talking your shit, knowing like, oh yeah, he gonna respond. I got some content. She couldn't wait to wake up today and see me live. Oh, I got content. She need that money. I don't need it. Shelby, do you have your phone? Write in the chat real quick. I'm finna say something to my wife. I'm not gonna tell her what to write. I'm gonna just ask her a question, right? 9 times out of 10, Shelby, what do I do with the money that I make on content? I'm gonna let my wife answer that in the chat right now. And I've spoken on this before. Somebody mark my wife's words when she says it because I said it in my live. 9 times out of 10, the money that I make from content creating, what do I do with it, Shelby? Listen, there was a time where I did save it, but after I got what I wanted from it, I started to do what with it, Shelby? She's going to answer that question right now. And I've said it in my chat, in a live before, what I usually do with the money I make from content creating. Other than give it to me, yes. You know, because people have it that, you know, this is all my wife. There was a time I was making more money than my wife doing this shit. No, not video games. What do I usually do for my community with the money I make from my community? I've spoken on it before. I give it back in giveaways. I will take the money I make throughout the month content creating, and I will give it back in a giveaway. Like, literally, this is what I do. I don't need the fucking money like that. She does. That's why she has to go live 5 times a day. As her numbers go up, she gets ad revenue. That's how it works. She gets super chats, all of that. You see, I'm not in here. Super chats, all that. When have y'all ever even really heard me promo money like that in here? I barely even promo my mug. Somebody had to tell me yesterday, man, don't forget to tell them like, share, and subscribe. Like, I'm not invested in this shit like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just not that type of person. I like to give more than I receive. My wife hates that about me. I'm the person that every time we drive and there's a homeless person on the side of the fucking road with a sign, I'm the one that's going to stop and give them money. My wife is the type that's like, nah, fuck that. They need to get a job. That's who I am. I'm the one that's going to give everything away. My wife not having it. My wife don't give a fuck how much money we got. No, we ain't giving nobody shit. But that's my thing. I give. I even showed y'all videos where I've given motherfuckers whole gaming PCs, whole setups for their fucking live, professional mics. I just give this shit to people. This is what I do. I'm not in it to just, I call them gimme streamers. Gimme. Gigi over there milking y'all motherfucking ass. Milking the shit out of y'all. With a lying ass fabricated story, man. That shit is crazy, bruh. But to each his own. If that's what y'all want to do, if y'all want to waste y'all time, remember, you can't get time back. If that's what y'all choose to do, so be it. Let her get her money. If y'all gonna give it to her, let her get it. But me, I'm not that invested, bro. But anyways, man, I'm about to get up out of here. What time is it? 11:25. I'm pretty sure I'll be live again soon. Responding to her because she's probably over there doing delusional shit again. Okay. Gigi, we want to see more of them videos. Show us some new shit. Show us some shit that has not been on the internet yet that can put Luce under the prison. We are waiting on it. But anyways, man, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. And like I said, just be prepared for another live, y'all. Thank you guys. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. Appreciate all my mods. Appreciate the haters. I'm IBM Hoodlum, and I'm out of here.